yeah. No, what you staring at, you looking dumb. No, I don't ever hold my tongue. I will never be what you expect. Maybe you need to get your eyes checked. I don't care if you think I'm stuck up. I don't care cause you can't call my bluff. I don't care if you think I'm a clown. I don't care cause you can't pin it down. You can't pin it down. I'm everything you can't define. I'm always gonna cross your line. You can't pin me down, pin me down. Can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. Can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down. Can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me. What you staring at, you looking dumb. No, I don't ever hold my tongue. I will never be what you expect. Maybe you need to get your eyes checked. I don't care if you think I'm stuck up. I don't care cause you can't call my bluff. I don't care if you think I'm a clown. I don't care cause you can't pin me down. You can't pin me down. I'm everything you can't define. I'm always gonna cross a line, and I can't help it. You can't pin me down, pin me down. Can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. Can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down. Can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me down, pin me down, pin me down. You can't pin me. You can't pin me down. Can't pin me down. Can't pin me down.
We're running out of options. I didn't know then, but we took every precaution. Now you're holding back, but I can hear the pain underneath your breath. I can feel the shame running through your head. I just wanna stop it. I just wanna stop it. Where do you turn when you need someone? Where do you hide when you just can't run? Where do you go when you have no home? When you have no hope? What do you do when you're losing sleep? When real life doesn't beat your dreams? I just wanna know if you feel it too. Is it me and you? All alone in a crowded room.
3 actually, sorry.
One
Roll
enemy
tap was
remaining.
brilliant kill on for the ace, 4 kills in a round. Kin denies it. Give a round of applause for your grand champions for the Vortex Chapter 1 of Discovering the Talent. It's next guy.
We can beat all the other teams, both invited and also the created.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Esports for Malaysia 2024, live from Speed Streaming Puchong Selangor.
All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're from. Welcome to the Vortex Hidden Gem Season 2. I am one of your casters, Lott, Calliber, and over there on the other side is Leemontea. We over here are sponsored by our friends over at Rightful Malaysia. Also, we have strategic partners over at ESI, KBS, Esports Integrated, and the Kementerian, Belia, and Sukan. Also supported by Rakan Muda, Rakan Digital Malaysia. So, Lemon, we
Hello.
have some great Valorant today coming up.
Yes.
What do we got?
exactly.
What do we
Okay.
got?
So, I mean, these teams, today is going to be the invited teams up against, the teams that have actually clawed their way through playoffs. And these teams are definitely teams that deserve the slot. I think it's going to be really interesting to see the playoffs teams versus the invited teams. We have seen some upsets in last year's Vortex tournament. So, hopefully this year is going to be pretty interesting as well. First up, we have Todak versus 8th place. Alright, so Todak needs no introduction, right? This team has been around for, I don't know, eons. They have been here since the start of Valorant,
Quite
I'm
some
pretty
time,
sure.
yeah,
Right?
quite some time.
As for 8th place, they have clawed their way out of playoffs, and they're no slouches either. We have seen them in the Singapore scene. We have Druggy, Bonds, Pyrex, JLo, and Crystal. So this should be a really good game. I think it could go to map 3 for this one, particularly. So I'm quite excited to see this as well. And for the second game, I believe we have, what was it? How do you pronounce it?
Balbacua.
Balbacua up against Perfect 5 Esports. Alright, so we take a look at the brackets here. So Todak 8th place, Balbacua versus Perfect 5 Esports. We also have, on the other side of the bracket, let's just take a look as well. We have Bigatron Arctic versus Raw, 07 and ARF Academy. ARF team, so ARF actually has 2 teams, and they actually both made it. Okay, against Nobody in Paris, Rain and Furious 5, Oasis Gaming versus Overdog. and Ignite versus Team Circuit. So all these games are definitely going to be absolute bangers. I think production even has like a hit-to-hit for us to take a look at as well. So let's take a look at that. Todak actually just recently won a Berryfam tournament. They won Berryfam Team Salty tournament. And honestly, I think they were a rather new team as well, right? They had some new players on their roster. So I think that they played really well. And I think coming on to this tournament, riding the momentum from their previous win, they should be stronger than ever.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, like you said, Todak really doesn't need too much of an introduction if you're around in the scene. They're such a powerhouse when it comes to just, well, for one, supporting the players, but two, also having said players be absolutely crazy in how they do in their matches as well. And though Todak has I would say, one or two players would be revolving around. I believe Aduka was in Todak, then he went out Todak, and now he's back into Todak.
Yeah.
So you have the old and new, but there's a lot of synergy between all these players regardless, which is probably going to be their one strength in comparison to a lot of teams where you can shift a lot of players around, or some of them don't make it through the season. You lose synergy. But Todak having somewhat of a consistent player pool to pick from allows consistency to probably push through.
Yeah, and yeah, so facing up against Todak, I mean, they have been together for quite a while. That's going to be Todak, right? Yeah, like you said, synergy is really on point. I think how they play off each other should be really strong as well. But on 8th place, right? I think these players as well, I mean, they pretty much ranked players. They played in Singapore tournaments. They played in, if I'm not wrong, they played in Predator League under the name of a different team. They were called Chile. And they had one, I mean, it's the main core roster: Pyrex, Bonds, Draghi, and JLo. I think the only player that they subbed out was Seaphone for, if I'm not wrong, it was Crystal. Yes, yeah. So Seaphone's gone, Crystal's in, and so I would say they've played at least one tournament kind of together. So they definitely can work well together as well. So hopefully from this we can go into the map veto real soon, because I'm really excited to see how these two teams are going to pick their maps, because throughout playoffs, right, the maps were already fixed in stone. They were set in stone, so they couldn't really see the diversity of maps that teams really wanted to play. We don't know what maps are their comfort picks, what maps they really want to play on, what maps they want to ban. So I think this should be pretty interesting. What do you think is going to be banned? What maps do you think are hated in this current meta? Like nobody wants to play it.
I was just about to say Ascent just as it popped up.
Ascent? Alright.
Because Ascent is either the map that gets banned outright by a lot of these teams that they prioritize complexity in terms of their strat. Ascent has become the bread and butter of just Valorant in general at the moment in terms of competition, and I would say it's the bread is getting stale, the butter is getting runny, lemon. It's a little bit tiring. I love Ascent like any other player does, but man, it takes a while. So Pearl getting banned as well, I'm not too surprised. It just kind of came back into the pool. I think some teams are still trying to figure it out, and Pearl, and I would say gosh, I forgot the name of the other map. A lot of the meta has been a lot of post plant, so you're really kind of just spoiled for post plant picks in terms of maps, which is a bit rough, I would say, for some teams to work around, because I think some teams like to be a bit more active, and some teams don't really like playing behind on the post plant meta.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I really don't like. I mean, I'm actually surprised that Ascent is banned. Usually they just throw it all the way to Decider and they just leave it as that, because everyone is very comfortable with that map.
Yeah.
Putting it in Decider, anyone could win. I think that's a good choice, but it got banned out. Pearl, I'm not surprised. You're right. I think Pearl just got back in. Not many people like to play Pearl. You really need a good team with good synergy to play Pearl. So they decided to ban Pearl. That's really nice. Split, I'm surprised. Usually we don't really see Split much. It's not something that teams like to pick in Southeast Asia in general. So seeing Split kind of caught me off guard here.
I won't lie to you, I don't remember the last time I even casted a Split game. It's been so long, I think. Usually it's just run of the mill, it just gets banned straight out. So yeah, I believe Todak's gonna pick the attack. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's
okay.
what it says. Yeah.
I'm kind
Ooh,
of
it's kind of interesting.
I'm kind of interested. Yeah, I'm kind of interested now because one thing about Todak is that like in terms of their duelist lineups, they have quite the amount of agents to work with. Usually, you know, in the iterations that I've seen, I see Frosties, which is now their sub, usually on the Rays, right? And while Frosties has his strengths as a duelist player, absolutely crazy game sense, insane aim, I don't think he fits Rays too much. I think there are players that can fit that spot better, and then he can be allowed to be pushed onto another position. But of course, now that he's subbing, we have other players coming in, and Rays is still so strong. So I'm wondering how that's gonna fit into Todak, who's gonna pick up the Rays and who's gonna just roll with it.
They might just forsake the race completely and just go for the neon. But before I get into that, let's just take a look at. Let's just finish up here. Haven, you have 8th place going on defense. Nothing much to be. Also quite interesting because I think Haven is leaning a little bit more towards the attacker side. It's quite difficult to hold on to an attack on a reside map. And then for the decider, it is going to be bind. So no Abyss, no Sunset. The 2 new maps are definitely out here. So 8th place on the attack and Todak on defense on bind. That is completely fine. But let's see if we'll even get to that, right? Because first they need to endure the assault of Todak on split. And getting back into what I was saying, right now is Neon's meta. Neon is just absolutely, I don't even know what to say, it's a nonsense agent at this point. I think everyone had enough of Neon, everyone's asking for it to be banned. Yesterday I got trolled on Twitter, I thought Neon was getting banned, but it was just Sentinels tweeting. And I was like, wait, they're gonna ban Neon? And then I saw it. Has to stand still and reload. I'm like, nah, this can't be right. And then I look at who tweeted, I was like, oh, it's Sentinels. I see.
Yeah, you fell for the Sentinels bait. Yeah, the Sentinels bait are very strong. Their marketing team, they know what they're doing.
Funny, dude.
But in terms of ridiculousness, yeah, no, you are absolutely right. I mean, the Neon picks have been just they're amazing to watch, but at the same time, you cannot be described how uncomfortable, I would say. Like I'm picking from a lot of words here. Uncomfortable would be probably one to be fighting against, because there's just, you're holding an angle and you're expecting a certain speed for someone to come in and swing.
You're right.
Neon's gonna come in 3 times the speed with full accuracy on the Vandal and one-shot headshot you, which is just, it's not even a drive-by. Like it's so much faster than a drive-by.
It's not fun, definitely.
It's not fun, yeah.
I think Neon is gonna be picked on pretty much every map. I'm not surprised if they run double duelist on split as well. But I've also seen double Sentinel, which is quite interesting. I saw someone play Deadlock. I can't remember who. I saw like Deadlock Cypher or something. Deadlock Killjoy. So that could be interesting. I think I also saw double smokes on this map. So apparently split is now extremely flexible, in which the teams can just do whatever they want. You just need to play accordingly, and that makes countering the strats here a bit difficult as well, right? You could imagine you're not expecting a double smokes and you have to play mid-round calls around double smokes. It's going to be very complicated. So I think in this aspect, especially since Todak picked attack on this map, I think they have something cooking.
Yeah, Todak in terms of their attack, from what I've seen both in instances of online play and LAN, I think one of the things that I've really enjoyed watching is how they're rather systematic with it. And systematic is not a word you would usually use when it comes to Asian teams or VCT teams to a certain extent. The meme is always just, oh, it's Asia, we're super aggressive. We take the site, we take the whole site.
Yeah.
like back site is front site for us. It's
You're
everything. Right. So to see Todak go on attack, yeah, I think you're right. They're gonna have something cooking. I'm excited to see if the Neon's gonna be swapped around or if it's gonna be staying in, and just what kind of adaptations that they have now that this is basically, I would say you would consider this a new roster basically, in a way.
Yeah, they're jumping right into Agent Select. So let's see if what we have said is gonna be correct. Will we be seeing Neon? Hopefully not, actually. Neon just makes everything really difficult to cast. It makes play-by-play multiply by 5 times the speed. Very complicated.
All good.
Okay, I don't think we will be seeing Neon. It doesn't seem like it. Astra is something that I haven't seen yet. That is an agent that I haven't seen picked in quite a while. And yeah, they brought her 5 stars back, so she has 5 stars now instead of the 4 after after she got nerfed. So they brought it back. I think Astra is usable, but I don't think it's a replacement for smokes like Omen or Viper. So I would be interested to see if Seven actually commits and picks this Astra. As for the rest, yeah, double smokes I think is going to be the call here for 8th place.
Which is very fair. I think the Viper in high tier play has always been quite the solid option, especially for split. You see Viper kind of being tossed around in terms of causing confusion, splitting the site, just making a lot of the angles much easier. Because split, when it comes to dealing with angles, it's not easy. It's you're placing your crosshairs both on low ground, high ground, and maybe someone's on a box somewhere that's just right in between. So you're looking everywhere. And there's so many little cubbies when you enter certain sites. It's just a lot. Viper kind of just makes things easier to deal with by splitting the site as well, causing confusion as well, maybe towards mid. Astra, yeah, like you said, not picked too much, but the fact that Seven has locked it in will probably be very interesting. I think Astra, the strength here is that you can kind of do this somewhat pseudo 2-in-1 double smoker with just one character. It's just you have to be super smart about how you tackle a lot of your protocols.
Yeah, and you know what? I just realized that we have a sub.
Yeah, we do.
Pyrex isn't playing. It's gonna be Anzo. So Pyrex, if I'm not wrong, looking at the previous like sheets that we saw, I think Pyrex was the highest rated player on their team in terms of rank throughout the playoffs. So I think they might be playing with a little bit of a handicap. Of course, Anzo isn't a slouch either. We have definitely seen him around. So hopefully this doesn't affect their performance too much.
Let's hope not. All right. Going into the pistol round straight away. Fishball's already set up here. Stun goes out. Smoke already set up and already a lot of space taken. Dog's going to come through as well. We're just going to try and back up. There's the dog. There's the contact coming in. Double swing, but it fails completely. JLo already straight up with the double kill. Pushing right through the smoke is Aduka getting Crystal as well. Now everything's going to fall back towards the other side.
Ooh, Anzo.
Dangerous peek.
Really close.
Dangerous peek.
Out of healing.
One player is going to be right around the corner.
Yeah, they're kind of sandwiched in here. And all of a sudden, the last player is going to be Seven. He's on that Astra. He has a lot of utility to work with, a lot of smokes to dance around, but that is the spike. Drop right down in that alley position. He has to drop down the rope. Silently drops down. He can kind of isolate the fights if he can take out Anzo first. They're all really low. He gets jiggled out, so now they know exactly where he is, and he's going to be down to Bonds. Oh my god, they're just playing with him. It's a very difficult position to try and break this. They're all on the left-hand side instead. And because he saw them on the right during the jiggle peak, he decides to clear that. Very well played. A good first round here for 8th place.
Yeah, not too bad in terms of a pistol round as well. Pretty much full speed. It's what you expect when you have the raise, the breach setup, right? And the one thing as well I've been kind of enjoying is actually seeing a Sky back. You know, we've seen with over the last pool in terms of maps, we've seen a lot more Gecko. So seeing Sky again is somewhat of a refresher.
If that race breaks one more
Yeah, I think Sky... I mean, ever since the nerf where you cannot fake flash, it's kind of it's a little bit of grief if you don't really know how to play. If you don't know what you're doing with it. But of course, as pros, they definitely do know how to play the Sky, so I hope we don't see much team flash here. Very mid-oriented round. I think everyone here is pretty much mid or B. So this A side is completely open if they do choose to try and aggress into it. I think Tail is slowly gonna make his way there right now. Try and see what's going on there. But meanwhile in mid, ooh, Toggle is the one with the Bucky. But good trades coming out from Bonds as well as Crystal. But full speed ahead is gonna be Toggle. But on the side, 10 HP, that's the spike dropped in the mid. But they do manage to salvage the situation. Kale on that world tour on the other side of the map, actually spotting out Crystal.
I looked too much at the minimap. I looked back into the middle of the screen
Everyone's
to see
dead,
a raise. Yeah, everyone's dead, and then a raise with the shotgun. The fear. there's a lot of fear there. Oh man. Okay, Todak can solidify this by winning this round already. So that means pretty much the economy has been somewhat equalized. It's a bit lower towards the attack side now, but they do have their rifles up as well. Full rifles pretty much. Just one bulldog.
No more charges left.
Yeah, so this should be Todak's round. They definitely smashed the economy of 8th place here. They're all down to sheriffs and buckies. Split is also one of those maps where shotgun kind of reigns supreme. I think extremely dangerous. There's so many tight quarters here. The judge is gonna deal massive damage if you do not use utility to kind of clear it out. They're going for a push. Fishball is here. The whole beautiful collat. And they all drop like 5s, but there's 3 more. So this is potential for Fishball to go for the ace as he's still holding the angle.
Ooh, better shot out of Anzo though. Clean one, and Fishball goes down now. So they do have a rifle available, and that's gonna go and get picked up by a Druggy as well. Anzo's gonna stick with the shotgun. Keep that in his back pocket for now.
God.
Seven's going for this long flank, and this is the strength of having an Astra as well, is you can do these long-range smokes without really hampering
This
your own
might be his
ability to
downfall
move.
though. He's the one getting flanked.
Oh yeah, now it's been swapped over. Never mind. Have
Oh,
the turntables. And
Wait, I think he's looking
Anzo.
back.
Oh, yep, he gets that one. Flash is gonna come out, is not dodge, double swing. It's messy, but Druggy does take out that kill. Oh, and he does get another one as well, but it's Toggle with the collateral of his own as well.
Nice. Double collat this round. Very, very spicy. They do lose 2 Vandals in the mix, but they still manage to buy out. I don't think it's that much of a problem. Crystal going to opt for the judge here. Yeah, I mean, on a double smokes comp, I think playing with shotguns is a lot easier. You have a lot of cover. You can just play inside your own smokes. So definitely this judge is going to be extremely annoying. Alright, he's going to be playing mid, holding it down with the poison cloud as well. So that's going to be making mid pretty much a no-go. You do not want to walk mid. I don't think you... Unless you clear the breach stun into vents. I think that's what they might be doing. Otherwise, it's a little bit dangerous to be playing here. Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
dangerous. Yeah, dangerous is the key word right there. Crystal getting the kill over into Toggle as he tries to entry right through. Double coming in as well onto the other side. So, JLo's the only one to have died here in this round. So we have 4 rifles up still regardless. Crystal has swapped over to the rifle, no longer handling the judge. Hale is all the way on this side of the map, taking whatever space he can, and he does have this window to try and get this backstab going, but the timing has to be so nice, because if they don't...
Oh, they expect it.
Bad. Oh yeah, they absolutely do. Feet. Oh, almost had that shot, I believe, but yeah, falling accuracy is not going to be too good. Anzo is not going to post up towards the ramp side. Here's the utility coming in. He hears the footsteps as well. He's going to let them go pass by. Skydog's going to go and try and tag one. I don't think it hits just yet, so they do get the available space to them. And now Druggy's posted up over onto heaven. Wants to try and also hear around the corner.
It's getting
pushing for this.
It's a little bit close here. Bonds. He needs to get a timing, but they're kind of sandwiched in, right? 2 players walking in from main, 1 in heaven, 1 in elbow as well. The paranoia comes through, and they are definitely blind. They have to fight. Todak has to fight Bonds, try and clear it. 7 gets the first pick, very important. But unfortunately, I think there's just too many players on the side of 8th place, and they equalize the scoreboard. What a weird, what a weird turn of events. From that start round. They win the pistol, they lose the bonus, and then they lose one more round and they come back. I mean, it's okay. It's not too bad. The money is kind of evened out as well. Except for, I don't know what happened to Fishball. I think it's initiator things, right? You buy all your util and then now you have a stinger in hand.
Right, yeah. That's a rough life. That one is a rougher life. But hey, you know what? You're initiator, you're just trying to help your team go in. And as a breach, you know, if you manage to flash 1, you stun 1, you can close into this and make the stinger work. So not too upset by that.
Okay.
Dude, look at the line of red that is Todak coming through, and already space has been taken by Toggle instantly in. Oh, but the Cypher Trip is way more deadlier. Kale goes down over to his counterpart. Heaven is going to be taken by the defenders here as well. He's going to try and lean in, take the space, and Anzo Yeah, just manages to get out of the way. Crystal does get that pick over onto Aruka as well. Ramp is going to be contested here. He has to wait for this peek, and JLo goes for it. Takes down Fishball, so now left onto the defense, which is Toggle. He's around the back corner too. He's getting... Yeah, it's just not enough. He's just getting swarmed by the defenders, and now 7 posted up onto Heaven. 5 players to deal with. Diffuse has already gone halfway. It's smoked out. He hears all the utility. Good flick back, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, a little bit late on the flank there for 7. But understandably so, I think it's really chaos on site because of the Cosmic Divide. I don't think they had much information as to where the players of 8th place are as well. So it was really difficult for 7 to try and walk up mid and go for that flank. Unfortunately, because of that, his flank was extremely late. It was planted for him, but they didn't really have the ability to hold for the post plant long enough for him to come in. So very good round for 8th place once again. They're making it really close, and they're going for light buys here. So Sheriffs across the board together with 1 Guardian on 7 as well as a Judge. So let's see how this is gonna go. It's a full-on brawl here, 4v4 in this Heaven position, and Toggle just runs in with the Judge. Wrecks Havoc, pumps them full of lead, and all of a sudden the defense of 8th place is just obliterated. JLo is here to save the day, but they lost the spike in the mix. It's still in Heaven, and they didn't take it while jumping down. Bonds is in their spawn, together with a good flank from 7 as well. This might catch JLo off guard, and that is very important. He needs to catch him off guard. But JLo, very privy, dodges the Rolling Thunder, walks up into ramps. 2v1. Right, he has a showstopper available as well if he so chooses to use it, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. He bonks his head on the ceiling, and 7 does manage to trade it out. Extremely scrappy round. It looked really good for Todak at the start. Unfortunately, a little bit of blunders here and there. They still managed to convert the round, but they lost a lot more than what they bargained for.
Yeah, scrappy is the right word there. Just watching the movement on the minimap, it was just confusing for me as it is for you watching it on the play-by-play. It's the 2 picks were so good. They just needed the speed to get into the site, but they instantly they found just defense coming in from JLo, and that just messed up everything, and that just became this mission to try and get back the spike. So there's just not too much for it. It's just a messy round, and we're just moving straight away onto the next one. Again, full rifles with the 1 odd Judge, and that's going to be over onto JLo as well. Not seeing aggressive retake coming in as well. Here comes the showstopper, strikes down Bond right there and then. Druggy does get the returning trade, but now all these other players are coming in, and Kale gets that kill into Crystal as well. JLo swings around, gets that kill into Fishball, but 7 amps up 1 more. Here's the gunfire around the corner and does manage to get that kill, but his teammate does go down for it. Now we're left into the 1v1. Anzo versus 7. 85 HP, and Anzo's all the way full, sitting up over into Heaven. Always gonna peek. It's a head angle. It's a sharp shot, but it's an even sharper shot from Anzo.
Nice shot there. Very difficult shot as well. Pixel angle there. Oh, you love to see it. Very crispy, especially with the, what was it? I think was it Prime Vandal? Or was it the guy?
Yeah.
It was Prime, right? It's so crispy. I love the Prime Vandal so much. Very nice. Very good stuff. Now, Anzo coming in as the substitute for Pyrex, and he is doing absolutely well on this cipher. 8-4, really good scoreline, and they're keeping it a really tight game up against Todak as well. So that is something very impressive. Look at mid though, immediately flies in. That's gonna be JLo with that Judge, but unfortunately, so it wasn't JLo. it was Toggle. Toggle's the one that flew in all the way into Vance. But JLo is on the receiving end. He has a Judge in hand as well. They have to clear him. Dog's gonna come out. And because of that, they might decide not to clear Mill, distracted by Druggy. Druggy gets 1, there's the spike dropped and retrieved. And they're just gonna play it really slow. You know, it's funny, each of the race thinks they have the upper hand here because they're holding the Judge at close range. They're literally kissing each other side by side, and now it's a Judge versus Judge, but JLo is the one that's gonna come out on top of that battle. And with that confidence in hand, JLo will be satcheling right out of there, but punished by 7 double headshots with that Sheriff, and this turns it all of a sudden into a winnable situation. They do have the spike, and they have retrieved the guns. Gale.
Yeah, the map is gonna quiet down now for a bit. Anzo's holding this angle here. Yeah, you're right. Kale's gonna go all the way around to try and find
30
maybe
seconds
some
left.
sort of opening over towards the main side for B. But they're gonna run straight into Bonds here, who's doing a jump spot. He's getting ready to do a paranoia smoke as well, just to hold them off. 18 seconds left on the clock. They have to try and do this now. Taking the space, they're rushing up. And Kale's already in. Gun is good for one shot over onto Crystal as well. Bonds returns it back. 10 seconds. Spike is so far. I don't think he's gonna be able to get this. And yeah, this should just be the round if it goes to the peak. Oh, it's dangerous stuff. But Anzo gets the kill regardless. So, the defending team wins out that one.
Yeah.
I find them.
I mean,
kill
like,
them.
we do know that this is a very defender-sided map, so it's not surprising that they are, you know, stringing together the rounds. I love that we are seeing timeouts throughout the group stages. We very rarely saw timeouts, well, typically because there isn't a coach on a lot of the teams because they're not actually orgs. But with Todak, they have coach, they have timeouts, and they definitely do know how to use it as well to their advantage. So I'm very happy to see timeouts. What do you think Todak can do better to kind of close this gap? It's only a 2-round gap, it's no big deal, right? Especially since you're on the attacking side of things. But what do you think, Lott? What do you think they can do?
All right, so I was gonna throw this question to you actually, but probably first. But honestly, okay. So far, in terms of getting into the sites, the amount of space that they've taken in A is so much more successful than in B. Of course, B is much harder because you have to try and get your leeway into mid. You have to do some crazy shenanigans, maybe throw them off, pull the defense out of B, and try not make the site as stacked. So that's kind of the play. But so far, they have all the advantage going to A. They have the flashes, they have the setup, they have the run with toggle to just double satchel in and get the pick instantly. It's just that the rotations that come in from 8th place are just so much harder to deal with every time they are there in the first place. But I think Toda, the moment they're in the site, they have the protocol set down and their defense up, I think they can get A site pretty much like 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah, they do need to remove the tripwire though. He has been caught by that trip every single time. But I don't think he wants to use the paint shells to try and clear that out as well. So they do get the side. I agree with you. I think A definitely has a higher success rate. I'm very happy that 7 isn't on the Lott as well because those Lotts have not been working. Right? So 5v5 retake, Spike is down. Viper's pit is dropped just to allow them to kind of walk into that elbow position. And the post plan is looking a little bit weird. They're all offside. It's gonna be scary. 2 players at the back of the side, and that's gonna be J-Lo with that. And no beautiful red shots. Clears out. That's the entire side clear. Using the showstopper as well. Gets 3 on kill, and they get all sprayed down by Crystal. Absolutely devastating here. And they do get the defuse as well. So really, really well played by 8th place. Wow, the protocols are really in place for this team. I'm absolutely shocked. Very surprised.
Yeah, like I said, the defense that comes in from 8th place has been genuinely wonderful to watch. I don't think Toda are too prepped for it. The way they're setting up for their post plans is viable. It's on time. It's just when everything starts flying, bullet starts flying, utility starts flying, they tend to get a little bit more split. They can't find their ground to try and cover each other. And I mean, in that round, you have JLo with the showstopper. So, you know, in terms of win conditions, they should have it there. But getting the first 2 picks there, also the 140 with the Phantom kind of hurts. So, JLo, absolute hero there. And again, yeah, they're going to try for the A. Again, higher success rate. They know they can get in.
Again, the same story.
Oh.
It's so tilting. Every round they miss the trip. Every round he hits it, and every round he falls. And now Ram's control. Okay, I like this a little bit. They do go for the Ram's control instead of just running onto the side. But Druggy, what running gun was that?
That's insane from Druggy. Straight out comes the dog, and there's a little bit of contention here. So going into the 3v2, Bonds is going to be way further behind. His team is going to wait out. Never mind, forget that. Not gonna wait at all. Fishball oversteps his position and goes down for it. So now Aruka left into the 1-on-3. Guardian in hand. He's prepped for a peek over onto Heaven, but he's getting tagged down from the other side over onto main. There's probably not much left for it. Yeah, double angle. It's just hard to deal with. 7-3 right now. 8th place are in the lead.
I think, you know, adding on to what you said, right? Like, they should go A. I think A success rate of hitting the side is really good. They do manage to usually get the spike down on A. I like that. I think what they need to do is push further in. Like after planting the spike, they can't just sit back and let the protocols fall in place for 8th place, because this is their map, right? They know exactly what they want to do, how they want to execute it. You can't give them that chance, right? You have to kind of be a little bit more proactive, take a little bit more space in towards screens, maybe wrap around screens in the heaven to try and break up their retake, because their retake is very sparse. They go at 2 screens, 1 heaven, 2 in A main or something like that, or something along those lines. So I think that could work if they can put it in place. Of course, their time on attack is slowly coming to an end. It is 7-3, 2 more rounds at most. 7-5 would be an awesome score. 8-4, honestly not the worst, right? Since it's really, really highly defender-sided on this map. So I think 3-4 rounds is pretty much respectable. They do need 1 though. I think 9-3... it's a little bit scary.
A little bit scary if you're trying to go for the swap, but oh, that's even scarier. Official instant peek into toggle and not much of a response backwards to him. Never mind, just as I say that, Kale just rushes up, takes out his counterpart. Anto goes down as well, so left into this 4v4. Site's gonna be taken again. Todak are just into A site. Now it just comes down to the challenge of actually doing the post plant. It's gonna be much harder because they're a little bit in terms of a gun disadvantage here, so we'll see how they fare.
Oh, I think they heard me. And they're pushing screens. I love it. Yes. Be a little bit more proactive. Break it.
Oh, there it is.
Go. Fishball at 7. Good for 1. He's Rolling Thunder used as well to try and force them back. Now they only have to contend with the 2 players on A main, and it's planted for them in heaven as well. They have the gravity well. They have everything in place here. Stuns, concuss. You can just play off of it. There we go. 7 gets another, but it's all down to J-Lo. Time is ticking. And the discipline from Todak, they are not gonna peak this. And then Aduka up in heaven. And that's going to be the 50 rounds. So that's exactly what they needed to do. Like, take space in screens, break up their protocols, stop them from, prepping that retake scenario.
Yeah, and absolutely that works out swimmingly for them. Insanity is the thing to try and do it over and over again and not adapt. Adaptability is Todak's strength here. So the fact that they managed to basically hear your call here, push for it. Yeah, great stuff for them. So we'll see if they can try and get this back into one more round into the 7-5 scoreline. Makes things a bit easier on them. Pulls off the mental a little bit for them as well to try and bring this back. But even then, 7-4 in terms of this scoreline for split is already pretty fair.
Yeah, and last round on the cards, everyone has their guns up. J-Lo going with the judge. I think not really possible for anyone to have an ult. I mean, it's possible, but it's really not realistic, right? So no ultimates on the cards for both of these teams as well. It's gonna be straight up mid-round calls, gunfights. That's exactly what we want to see. And now Todak taking it really slow. Okay, they are just going to spread their forces across the map, try and probe and figure out where these 8th place players are playing. He jumps the trip. Okay, finally. Finally, they managed to clear that trip. And now you see, because they've hit A so many times in a row, everyone just quickly rotates. B is completely open for the taking.
Oh yeah, the conditioning works out so well for them. Look at this. It's just 3 players sitting into the site for free. No rent needed. Spike goes down and instantly we're down into the 5v5 post-plant scenario. Gravity well's already being set up. Smoke over onto heaven to try and block out any early steps here. But look at this. Kale's already set up for the mid-rotation and he might actually get Crystal, but Crystal sees the hat as well, but gets him first. So now onto the 4-on-5. There's the swing coming in with the satchels. He's being blocked out. He's being stunned. He's being naded. Satchel at his feet. He's gonna go try one more time, but no, straight up into the air. Todak feels the feet. 4 kills straight up. Now Bond's just left into this 1-on-3. Time is running out. He's getting shotgun through the smoke. There's a nade behind him. And there's just that little bit of a window coming through over from 7. 7-5 is the scoreline. A very respectable fight coming back from Todak.
Yeah, extremely safe scoreline for Todak right now. Having 5 on the board on your attacking side with only 1 duelist, I think that's pretty good. Right, really strong attacking side. It was looking kind of dicey. I'm not gonna lie. But ever since they kind of adapted on that A side push and managing to win out that round, I think they kind of got it back. So 7-5, really good scoreline. Now let's see how they play out on defense. I think Having the Astra, it's gonna be quite strong, right? A global smokes, you can kind of apply pressure with your smokes across the map, and you could be pretty much anywhere, right? And looking at his very ratty, lurky playstyle of 7, I think he's gonna be quite a thorn in the side of 8th place.
Absolutely, and we'll see what kind of protocols they have for the defense. I'm sure there's maybe not too much insurance for the pistol here. It might just be down to contact play, and oh my god, it might just be a straight up contact play. The amount of icons are just gonna fill up into this one map. The kill feed's about to go crazy here. Aduka's getting prepped to swing with the clueless. Ult faces the other way, still gets one kill to JLo. Toda, a toggle gets that kill back onto Druggy. Wide swing coming in from Crystal, so they managed to take back the space over onto ramp. Now left into the 3v3. A minute left. They have all the time to try and reorient themselves to either go for a B hit or continue onto A here. They're gonna hold their pace. They're gonna sit over at ramp and they're just gonna slowly advance up all together as a team. Because right now the defense, it's pretty split. 3 players in 3 different positions.
Yeah, they're holding the stun for Heaven. And this is Cypher's side, so they definitely can play off the trips as well. Definitely not worried about holding the side at all for Fishball. Alright, so they might just pivot over to B. Oh, I see the ping. They want to go spawn, but they're going to be spotted out by Kill here. And if that is going to be the case, they're going to be caught on the rotate by 7 as well. Oh, but they are going to go back because of that pick. They're gonna try and hit the side. There's no time left. 50 seconds on the cloud. There's no time to go to B. Paranoia comes through, goes a little bit closer. The jump hit shot from the Ghost obliterates Fishball. The right click does not work in his favor this time. Classic. This is not good enough. And it's 7 for the clutch, but he's looking the wrong way. Crystal domes him in the head of the Ghost, and that is going to be, and once again, another pistol going the way of 8th place.
What a hero play coming out from Anzo. They're just jumping through the smoke close range with the Ghost. He lands their shot. The ever so elusive right click of the classic. It either hits or it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Sometimes your hit is just very big some days, right? Jumping hit shots. I mean, at that point, can you even be mad? It's like whatever, right? Like
it's just like yeah. The game would do that to me.
There's really nothing I can do there if I get jumping hit shot with a Ghost and I land 0 bullets on my classic right click. Just another day.
It's another day of Valorant.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna come through. He's gonna try and clear out all the corners here. 7's gonna be the first line of defense to hold it out. He has to be careful to not try and take damage or get tagged and die through the wall here. Doesn't have any armor to fare off. He's very, very harrowing bullets. But seems like 8th place is gonna try and reorient themselves towards a different game plan here. We're seeing pings come out through mid from both teams.
Yeah. Mid, of course, I think mid is definitely one of the points that teams really love to fight over, and rightfully so. I think mid is very important. Oh, Connie! His own teammate! Oh no, that is a tilter! Oh, we're gonna see the comeback once again. They won the bonus before, and it looks like they might just do it again. Dodge the flash, is down to Bonds with that Guardian. Nice headshot, and Aduka in this corner goes for the aggressive play. Tries to catch them off guard with a classic right click. Didn't even get to press the right click. And Bonds is just so aware. Holds the angle with the Guardian. And this time, they do not lose their bonus.
Still though, if I'm Todak, I'm quite happy with the fact that I got 3 that round. That was just scary watching the body block happen and just very unfortunate. But yeah, what can you do? You're stunned, you're slowed. It's just rough. Rough times. So, Todak, in terms of the economy here, they are pretty much down to their last dollars. You know, a few people having a few hundreds here and there. Not too much in terms of a game changer here. I is going to be somewhat equal. It's very messy all around, but we have rifles across the board.
Yeah, we do. And I'm seeing a lot of stingers recently. Just now we had Fishball on the stinger, now we have Crystal on the stinger. Stinger on this map, I guess tight corners, right? It's kind of useful. Ooh, nice angle there from Aduka. Bonds, none the wiser, did not expect that. They're gonna rotate off the fact that Anzo has mid. They break the trick, just force some of the defense to go over to mid. And now this A side is open if they want to aggress onto it. Still 2 players in heaven though. It's a little bit difficult here. I'm gonna get dogged out here. And he's gonna fall back with his team. No reason for him to do anything. You see the pings, they want to take ramps, they want to go to heaven. But that is exactly where Aduka as well as Fishball have sort of a little bit of a trap play here. Stuns out. And Aduka gets one. Bam to the box as well. The Patriot's not gonna do too much there. Fishball gets second. And now it's all down to Druggy and Anzo. Anzo, a little bit of a late look here. Might catch one, but it's way too late. The spike is down.
A.
And it's all down to Anzo. I'm not sure if he wants to try and save this Vandal or go for a play here.
They already know he's here. Does get that first kill, but yeah, the returning one is even better. So 9-6, and yeah, that's just terrifying. You're stuck slow crawling up ramps into a tighter corridor, and you're facing a breach in a sky. There is just percentage-wise and statistics tells you that you're just not really gonna win that out most of the days.
Yeah, exactly. It's so difficult to try and win that. Because there's so many plays that you can do, they have so much util. In fact, just off util alone, you just get dumped, right? I don't think there's pretty much really anything you can do to try and enter that. But of course, good util usage, good comps on the side of Todak there.
Cover going
Well
up.
played. So money's even now. It's just like a fast B. But ooh, countered by J-Lo there. Stops Toggle right in his tracks. Fishball
I know
there for the
exactly
assist
where
as
you
well.
are.
It's gonna be the neural theft activated. The locations of all these players have been reviewed. And it's down to how they want to swing this hammer. Which way are they gonna go in? And wow, look at that!
I've got
Crystal
your trail.
being the tip of the spear here, just running onto the side, rolling thunder. It's gonna stop them from entering the side. They still have 1 minute, a lot of time to slowly work the map, so they're in no rush at all.
Yeah, but losing their Viper so early on in terms of the midway of the round, you lose quite a bit of utility to try and fake out certain things. You lose the ability for a stronger post plant. Oh, triple swing might catch Aduka here, but yeah, he's left with 36 HP, manages to get out with his life. I'm always fascinated by the rounds where both teams lose their duelists early on because someone has to be the tip of the spear.
Yeah, I guess in that case it was Crystal. Your Viper is running in, beaming like that.
Someone support him. Someone support him. He just died. Okay, back up, guys.
30 seconds
Not
left.
something we see every day. Good call to go back up into heaven to go into B. I like this mid round. But the problem is, now Todak players are already up B main. 20 seconds left, they have to hit B. So there is no doubt about where the spike is going to be planted. But they're sandwiched. Oh, they do kill. I don't know if they expect one more to be there, 7. Now they know that 7 is in B main. But really, at this point, they're kind of sandwiched. They're playing in their smoke.
One
they have to
enemy
push
remaining.
into alley. And it's down to Anzo, 1v2. 7 is on full HP. A little bit of a whiff there, but it's all good. Anzo has just too many angles to look at. And 7 is on an absolute tear. 17, 10, and 7. Playing on smokes. Phenomenal.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
Fated to have 7s in his name. 17 kills, 7 assists. This guy might win the lottery. Might win the lottery. He has lucky numbers everywhere.
7 rounds for Todak as well. Like,
Oh yeah. It's fate. It's fate.
It's
I'm
fate,
telling you.
this guy is going to drop 27 kills.
You heard it here
27
first.
kills, 17 deaths, and 17 assists.
You heard it
All
here
the way
first,
down
folks.
to OT. Nah.
Yep. All right. We'll see how this round shapes up. 8th place are going to be on the back foot in terms of weaponry here. 4 shares and a rifle to work with, the rifle being on J-Lo. So he's going to be the hero for these rounds. And we're already seeing him post up close onto this B site. This might actually be doable. There's a lot of utility here to try and stall them out, but this might be doable if they did hit that early on. So they are going to back up. Oh, and they are going to get stunned out here as well. Crystal takes the full brunt of it. But not much contention so far from both sides.
Yeah, Todak wants the out orb at A main, pushes out a little bit more just to get some information. Absolutely nobody there, so you know it's either mid or it's B. Right, so on B you do have the Cypher camp. It's gonna spot out the players in this B main position if they want to walk out. So right now, just off of positioning, look at how much space Todak has secured. They secured spawn, they secured mid. The only place that they could be is B main, and that's exactly where their Gravity Well comes in. Out of the air by Kale. And there is no chance in hell. Spam through the smoke. It's gonna be Crystal, and this is just a blender. Todak extremely well played. I love the fact that they took the initiative. They took so much space. They just funneled 8th place into that B main position, and it was just stellar execution from there.
Yeah, flawless run coming from Todak as well. Yeah, and timeout's going to be called straight away from 8th place. They're going to have to try and rethink their strategy or talk about what happened. That must have been terrifying for Seven. I'm very sure the few seconds that we saw on our screens probably was like 2 minutes in his head, seeing this rays fly towards him, and then the hero kill that is his teammate getting him midair.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unlucky. I think, who was it? J-Lo. He's been getting sniped out quite a bit. I think he bonked his head with one satchel and then with the showstopper earlier on in the game. And then now he satcheled and he gets shot out mid-air. But I guess what comes around goes around, right? Your teammate gets a jumping headshot through the smoke. You deserve to be sniped out of the air as well. What can I say?
Such is the Rays play. So I know we only have 15 seconds in this timeout, but TLD Army, what do you think they're going to be talking about here?
At the moment, I feel like okay, so they're kind of stuck, right? They don't really have much presence on A. They can't really contest mid. I don't think they have any protocols in place for mid as well. So right now, I think what they're gonna do, they have to fill out, kind of slowly walk their way up A. That might have been the call, but you can see, right? Todak are ready for this. They've countered this. They expect an A push, and they're just going 3 players on A to push out, try and take this space. Right? Crystal holding the smoke. I'm not sure if he's gonna get much here. The supply just not gonna. He gets 1. Yeah, he just needs to fall back. So good play there. And I don't think they expect him to stick around here as well. So Aruka gonna push into spawn. He did that last round. I don't think it has been caught on by 8th place just yet. So this could be huge.
Yeah, I like this. If 8th place decide to just stay here and wait for the mid round to kind of pass by in terms of time, he might be able to get 1, maybe 2 if he's lucky. But he's good for 1 at least, depending on the timing. Bonds. If Bonds turns around at the worst time,
he's just gonna go past. He's going for the big play in mid, I think.
Oh, if he wants to take out the smokes. Oh no!
Nobody.
No, Aruka. All right, okay. Aruka, no! Not like this, Aruka. Bonds goes down. A backstab in the middle of the alley in the night. The Dark Shadow himself goes down. What? Oh my gosh, okay. How have they found this space? They're already straight into spawn. They're going around into A. We swap sides.
Yeah, it's really awkward. And then there's an attacker trip in Vents as well. What is going on? They are on A, but there's still a man advantage for Muda.
Spike planted.
So, I guess, it's not the end of the world. They have the Cosmic Divide as well. They really want to bring it to 9-9. Splitting the map, splitting the side in half. Nice dog there. Spots out 1 player with the guiding light as well. They can just take their time, right? Take their time, clear out all these angles. Nice double swing up towards Reds. Crystal has no chance. Druggy traded up by 7, and it's going to be the last player. That's going to be Anzo. Their top frag, their Sentinel, their Rock. But what can he do when there's just a player sticking the spike? He gets 1. Unfortunately, not planted for him. And it's going to be 9-9. 7 breaks the barrier at 21. 27 kills. Not impossible at this score.
Not impossible. Yeah, not impossible. Assuming it hits the overtime mark, we might actually see it happen. So who knows? Fate might come through. It might be answered. And he's answering the call. That is 7. 7 does have his Astral Wall up as well. So we'll see if they try and leverage this into the retake, because the retakes have been really strong, but I'm curious to see what they can do with the Astral Wall here. It's either going to be used up early to try and just split the site, refuse the picks coming in from the attacking side, or it's going to be used for the retake.
Operator available on toggle. Alright, that's a big cannon staring in, but straight up, showstopper a bit. They're just going to take heaven. And I don't know, where do you fire this rocket? Right in the face of 7, of course. That is going to be where the rocket is going to go. The ult sings, but it does not connect. Crystal gets a headshot. That's going to be the Viper's ult. A quick rush in, and then the Viper ult. Destroyed, demolished. The domain has been shut down. Crystal around the corner. Gets 1. The blind doesn't fully connect. And it's down to Aduka. He finds absolutely nobody. An extremely fast execution here. Todak did not expect the pace coming out from 8th place.
That was a blitzkrieg on its own. JLo just getting the rocket out, just running through mid all the way up the steps, jumping out of window and getting the pick over onto 7. You know, I said something about an Astro Wall, but yeah, you know what? 18th century France has told me if you have cannon fire, use it against the Bastion.
Man, what's that? History?
History.
History,
baby.
Yeah, but oh my god, that showstopper. I mean, he just accepted his fate, right? He just stood there looking at the showstopper like, yep, I'm dead. There's really nothing much you can do there.
I'll take this one.
Yeah. You know,
I've got your
movie,
trail.
like, yep, this is me. Wondering how I got here.
Yep. It's not what you can do.
Yeah, just eat the showstopper in his face. It's whatever, right? It's just one round. They do invest the showstopper for it. It's fine. Cosmic Divide still available, so they can play the post round. And guiding like the Trailblazer, gonna be used to clear out so much space in A spots. No one, but the players are in sewers. It is going to be an A main push at the end.
Kale's gonna reposition himself here along with Audica, so they're kind of prepped for this, setting up maybe the crossfire, but this might be quite the blitz into the site if 8th place hold this all the way down, maybe past 20 seconds. There's a dog to make that confirmation come true. Audica is there, guiding light, hand it out, gonna flash up, but no hits so far. Kale's gonna try and sit in this smoke, and he does get one, tracks him right around in the smoke. Oh, gets that second headshot as well. Has to top off the magazine, tries to go around the smoke, plays around, and getting the kills back, the attacking side. Kale, he's still somehow on this side on the defense. Flick is not gonna be good for it. Druggy now left into 1-on-2. Contact up on Heaven, but it's not gonna be the case. 7 takes him down. We're down to 10-10.
Yeah, really close games now. It's going down to the wire. Ultimates are available. Unfortunately though, it's on Bonds and it's on Anzo. I mean, Neuro from the shadows, not something very useful on split, especially from the shadows, right? Because really there's not much space you can go. It's not a lot of ratty corners. It's not like Haven, right, where you can just, you know, go, there's the verticality to play up against. It's not really a good map for Omen out here. Anzo as well, he needs a kill in order for the Neuro Tap to kind of pop off. What? Okay, Bonds, you're brave. You are holding that angle with a Sheriff. With the wrong range, that's only 145, and you're staring down the barrel of an op as well. I don't think you want to repeat that.
It's quite the wide angle too that he chose, not even a sharp angle to maybe just try and take damage for the fight. Just full on standing in the open pretty much. And Toggle tries to pull the triggers, tries to flick over onto the flying rays, but doesn't get hit yet. Oh, but Crystal does find the kill onto Audica and does get returned back from Kale. So into the 4-on-4. And we're seeing 8th place kind of just hold back their attack here. They're just going to try and reorient themselves, find another plan, see how this is going to work. Oh, doesn't quiet down though. Toggle repositions his op onto mid, but dies out as well in the open. There's the kill over onto JLo as well. So Fishball goes down, so the op is not going to get retrieved there. I don't think they were even going to go for it. They were just trying to take the space, but look at this now. All 3 players on the side of 8th place are going to try and lurk around towards the A side. Kale's going to be the one to try and take first contact with his equipment here. We'll see what defense he can put up. Trip already gonna get hit.
I know exactly.
Yeah, Neural Theft is gonna come out from the Cypher, and they know they just kill alone on this side. But do they know that's where all the trips are as well? Rolling Thunder trying to buy his teammate a little bit more time. Cam spots one tap by Druggy. I wonder what he is on this time. What a nice one tap. Up in Heaven though, Fishball reclaims the space that is his. He gets in Heaven and he drops onto the side. I'm not sure if they hear this drop at all. They're gonna double swing him. Druggy so sharp on 1 HP, but that is not going to deter him. Cosmic Divide is gonna be used to kind of split the defense, right? They don't know if he's gonna come from elbow or on side. They have to just play it together. And right now, he's jumping right on Heaven. Spots Druggy. That's gonna be the Phantom out of the equation. But Bonds does manage to retrieve one of his own. Puts the Nebula down. He's gonna tap the spike, try and play for it. The wall is dropping and Bonds around the corner. Even though he does, you know, sniff him out, he knows that Bonds is coming around, but Bonds just gets the upper hand with his aim. And once again, the gap is shown 11-10. It's going really close here.
No, honestly, out of all the maps to maybe hit in overtime, I wouldn't be surprised if Split kind of hits it at times. It's just so odd. I mean, you know, we also have to take in the fact that Split hasn't just has not been played in quite some time. So even for whatever practice you can do, the moment a match just goes live, a lot of your plans will just get tossed into the bin halfway.
There.
Yeah, pretty much. Showstopper is here. Catches no one. He's just gonna run right back.
Yep, just run back. Don't fight for the space. He might get peeked here, but yeah, we're gonna go straight back to where we started. 5 players on one side, 5 players on the other side. Fishbowl does have this lurk sitting over onto A, but he's gonna try and push back now into sewers. The cabbages are now flying out everywhere, trying to spot out players in positions, seeing what angle they can try and take. I think he's gonna be the first one. Sorry, JLo's gonna be the first one trying to take contact here over onto the stairs. Ball comes out, contact is made. Toggle with his pistol.
I mean,
Waiting.
at this point, right, it's a little bit scary. They don't really have much money. They're playing for OT at this point. They just went for a half buy on the round that is gonna give 8th place 12, right? So they are looking for OT. This is either going to end in 8th place victory or we're going to go into overtime. I think there is pretty much no doubt about that. Right now, they do manage to find the opening.
30 seconds left.
And that is a bulldog. That's not a classic that dropped. So one gun is already out of the equation for Todak. They lost quite an important gun, but it's not important as what Fishball has. Fishball has Vandal. He swings right into J-Lo, takes out 2 for himself. Okay, swinging again is a little bit too much, but the time, there is no time. The Omen ultimate from the shadows is going to go all the way on to A. And right now, it's still looking pretty good, right? They do get the spike down just barely. It allows time for Todak to retrieve some rifles. So they do have 3 Vandals in hand. And it is going to be a retake situation. The attackers could be anywhere because it's just the Omen that planted, right? So Druggy as well as Anzo are in this main position. One tap by Aduka. Druggy's position has been reviewed. The stun comes out. Bond takes a kill. And it's all down to Fishball and Toggle. They bring it back. We are not going to see OT. It is 11 to 11. We are tied again.
Man, if there's anyone to do it on these kind of hero rounds, in terms of just picking up a rifle out of nowhere and just getting impact off the bat, it would be Toggle and Fishball. It would be these two to try and just get these just immensely important kills. And Aduka as well, just going for the straight, what do you even call for that? He saw the cipher and he peeked forward. My guy literally just held W on his keyboard for 0.5 seconds and just sniped them out.
Yeah, really crispy shot there. Timeout here from Todak. I like it. You just won a round, you just won a thrifty. I think it's time everyone breathe. Calm down, okay? This is a very important round as well, right? The money on 8th place is absolute trash. Okay? We have money, we can buy, right? So just relax. We got this. Okay, Todak, that's pretty much what they're saying right now. Chill out, okay? Play safe. I don't think there's any need to overextend. Hero play, the absolute hero play from Fishball there. Stunning to walking right into the face of J-Lo, killing 2 players in that beaming position. Huge, right? But right now, Todak, they need to calm down. They can't overheat. And on the side of 8th place as well, they need to rethink their options, right? They don't have much money. Do they want to play for OT? Do they want to force it out here? A lot of things need to be discussed. They are buying up, kind of. They have a judge and a hero vandal on bonds, stingers and sheriffs across the board. They should be able to buy next round as well, right? At the moment, no ultimates available, but Fishball might have one for 12, so that is something that we need to keep a look on.
Footsteps are going to be heard. Double jump spot at the same time from both Seven and JLo. Here's the orb, but it's going to get covered by his teammate. So not much in terms of any opening kills so far, just info gathering into the 1 minute 20 mark. Guiding Light is going to be held in the hands of Aduka here to try and spot out any sort of movement, any sort of sound towards the mid play. And this might be good for it. Assuming this flash goes through, Toggle might even just throw out his nade to try and just catch him off surprise. But oh, Guiding Light both ways. Wraith fight both ways. He goes over their heads, but the judge doesn't land his shot. Toda doubles up. J-Lo and Druggy go down. And now it's just left into a mess for 8th place. 2 sheriffs and yeah, still back into their hero vandal. But what can they do? Oh, Crystal doesn't even find the flank. The timing is so rough. He drops into 2. Why would you ever expect 2 in there? So now, left onto Bont and Anzo. Both of these players stranded in mid, 38 seconds left on the clock, and Anzo just only has 60 HP to work off his name.
Honestly, I think off of that play, I think it's over.
30 seconds left.
They have to be tilted out of their minds. I say there, but actually it's JLo.
Probably just JLo, yeah.
Kicked out of the air, he's close
Last
range
player standing.
with that judge, lands shots on 2 players, none of them die, all of them live with 1 HP, and then because it's the Sky and the Raze, Torgo gets healed up to full by Aduka, they don't even lose a single player. That is just an absolute tilter if you are JLo right there. And at this point, you know, no ultimates on the... I mean, JLo can get an out... Oh, he has the showstopper then, right? Fishball, 2 kills, he has Rolling Thunder. So this round, this final round in this series, either we go to overtime or it's going to be Todak's victory. We could see ultimates on the card, and these ultimates are quite big ultimates as well.
Satchel out.
We'll have to see. Possibly the final round. Here we go. Todak double satchels up. Oh, gets that first flick onto JLo as well, but Bont returns the kill onto Todak. So now he's waiting for more players to try and push up. He's holding this close angle, but so far Todak don't push the advantage just yet. Flashes out. Never mind, that's a single swing coming up from Fishball. That is brave, but he just dies out all alone. Aduka doesn't swing with him.
On the other side of the map. On the other side of the map, Crystal has found his way onto this A side. I'm not sure if 7 is going to swing into him because he's still playing on screens, right? Oh, this could be timing. This timing could be huge. He does not. He's just waiting to play off of trips, but he has no idea that Crystal has found his way onto side. He has... Oh, he spots the barrel.
Oh, gun spotted.
He spots him. He thinks that is going to be the Viper down, and now they know it's going to be an execute. The trips are still here, and this is kill trips for 7. He gets caught out, but he whips on the scan, still gets the kill. That's the spike down, and this looks like it's it. Todak might just take this home. One tap to close it out. 11 to 13. Todak extremely well played, and they take the series 1-0. We are going to map number 2 right after this. Exciting, exciting.
Gosh. What even?
I'm stunned. I mean, that could have went anyone's game. That could have been anyone's game right there. Crystal snuck his way on side. It really just all came down to timing.
Yeah, it absolutely did. That was just huge. And 7 just holding down the line. By the way, Fate, 27 kills for 7.
Right,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, 27 kills. That 4K,
kills.
it just finalized it.
27 kills for 7. Beautiful. And, well, you can stretch it a little bit more, and you're like, oh, 14, that's a multiple of 7. That's not too bad, right?
True. Yeah.
It's lining up. Alright, so that was a crazy first game here. But you know what? We are not done just yet, right? That was just split. This was 8th place's map pick, right? So it's a little bit scary, right? On your map pick, you lost, right? So right now it's going to be Todak's map pick, and it's gonna be Haven. Todak's Haven is solid. We have seen it time and time again. Todak's Haven is quite a force to be reckoned with. So right now, if you're 8th place, you must be feeling a little bit nervous here. Okay. So as for the fans at home, right? If you are rooting for Todak, it's looking good. So we will be going for a short break before we go on to map number 2, right? So don't go anywhere, guys. I'm Lemon, and with me is Lott's Calliber. We will be right back.
Hey guys, it's Elle, and today I am joined with the very legendary team Todak. Guys, please welcome Team Todak to our set. Woo! So now let's have a very quick short introduction about each of these members.
Hello guys, so I'm Kai. I'm the IGL for Todak Valorant. And I'm Aduka. My role is initiator, and I'm also second caller in the team.
Hi, I'm Toggle, and I'm the duelist for Team Todak.
Hi guys, my name is Kael, and I'm playing Sentinel for Todak Valorant.
Hi guys, I'm Gunnar, and I'm the coach for Todak Valorant.
Guys, now we know a little bit more about Team Todak, and I'm so excited to have you guys here on the set because we're going to be having a little bit of a challenge called the Headphone Game Challenge. and this is going to be featuring the all-white, colorful iGame GeForce RTX 4070 Super Long Edition GPU, where you guys are going to have headphones into your ears, blasting music, and you kind of have to guess the features of this product. You guys good?
Yep.
You guys ready?
Let's go.
Alright guys, let's start it up. Alright, we're gonna start out with round number 1. Okay, here's your word. 1 key overclock.
Overclock?
1 T.
1 key
One
overclock.
screen.
1 key overclock.
1 screen.
1 key overclock.
1 screen.
1 key overclock.
1 3 overclock.
Oh, you're getting there? 1 key overclock.
1 key overclock.
Oh! Alright, so the answer is the 1 key overclock. And unfortunately, you got the answer about 2 seconds after the timer started ringing. Well, the 1 key overclock, if you guys are wondering what it is, this is the rear I/O features a convenient button that boosts your gaming performance in just 1 click. Hurricane Scythe Blades.
What?
Hurricane Scythe Blades.
Over wrist side piece.
Okay, show it. Hurricane Scythe
Fan slash splash.
Hurricane.
Twister. Tornado. Hurricane.
Okay.
Hurricane.
The timer. So the word was, this is a hard one, Hurricane Scythe Blades. These are 3 powerful fans with improved airflow design to keep the GPU cool all the time. Alright guys, I see you guys are struggling a little bit here. We're almost there, but I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a handicap, and we pulled out the whiteboard here. So these are actually combinations of the next few question answers. So it's kind of like a mix and match of 2 of the words up there. Alright, round number 3. iGame Smart LCD.
iGame high key.
iGame Smart LCD.
iGame smart LED.
iGame
Smart LCD.
There you go! Let's go, Todak! So the iGame Smart LCD is a customizable and removable display that can show your PC live stats. Display dock.
Display deck.
Display dock.
Display top. December dock. Display dock.
Display dock! Kai got it. Display dock is the answer. So the display dock lets you hold the iGame Smart LCD on your desk as well, and you can keep it on your desk or your chest. So now we're down to question number 5. Vulkan support frame.
Vulkan toggle frame.
Again.
Vulkan support frame.
Yeah, we got it. Yay! The Vulkan support frame adds extra structural stability to prevent risk of bending over time. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a very close finish line, and it's 3 out of 5. That means Team Todak has successfully won the challenge! Woo! And if you guys want to upgrade your gaming experience, you can also check out the colorful iGame GeForce RTX 4070 Super Long Edition GPU and pick one up for yourself with all of these insane features. So guys, before we end it, I do want to ask Team Todak here, do you have any message that you have for the people who are watching?
Of course. So first of all, thank you to Berryfam for inviting us over for this. It was a very fun video and challenge for us. We definitely had fun. And for everyone watching, we hope that you guys can continue support both Berryfam and Colorful as well as Todak Valorant as well. Now that you guys know us, support us in the scene and support all the other teams competing in the Vortex Challenge and all the upcoming tournament in the Valorant scene as well, as the Valorant scene right now really needs the power and the strength of the community to rise up to the next level. So we are excited to show to you guys our improvements and our performance, and see you guys in the Vortex tournament.
And with that being said, you guys had fun?
Yes, sir.
We gonna come back again?
Yes, sir.
Alright guys, that means we are gonna see you guys in the future, and that means that is goodbye. Thank you so much guys!
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the Vortex Hidden Gem Season 2. We just came off of Map 1 of Todak versus 8th place on Split, with, of course, Todak just taking that win just ever so barely. Just, oh man. Anyways, I'm Lott Calliber. That's Leemontea over on the other side. Leemontea, break it down for us, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was an extremely close game. A lot of weird RNG-ish situations, right? Shots through the air, you have Judge missing at close range, barely not killing 2 people. It was insane, right? But hey, you know, lightning doesn't strike the same place twice. If you're lucky the first game, it might not happen the second game. So Todak, they still have their wits about them. They have to, right? They have to keep it tight, keep it clean. Right, you can't really give 8th place any much space because they really put the pressure on Todak in that first map of Split, right? But, you know, this is going to be Haven. This is Todak's map pick. And interestingly enough, I think 8th place opted to start on defense instead. So both teams actually opting to go for the weaker side first, right? Todak chose attack on Split, right? So on Haven, I think it's a little bit more of an attacker-sided map just because it's a 3-side map. Right, so attackers tend to have the advantage. The defenders are a little bit more spread out. And yeah, so I'm excited to see what comps are coming out of Haven. I think we'll see Neon here. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think we're gonna definitely see the Neon here. One thing is that Haven is played 2 different ways, at least in my head when I visualize an attacking side for Haven. It's played in the most standardized, like, we will raw dog the site very, very hard and just go in. Like, you know, we'll just go in and just hit it with just standard smokes, right? But then you have the Neon meta where you have the walls coming up and everything, and it's just a little bit more harder. It's just harder to try and kind of gain an advantage when so many of your usual angles have been split off already.
Yeah, I think Neon definitely is extremely annoying on this map. So much so you probably need, I don't know, you might need Deadlock for the wall just to stop her from sliding in. Otherwise, you need a Cypher with some really interesting trips that doesn't get cleared out by Sova shock darts and whatnot. So we'll see how that goes, right? And you know, Neon is so much util all over the place, right? You have the wall, right? The fast lane, you have the concuss as well. Relay ball, extremely annoying to deal with. So many angles that you are commonly holding, you just can't hold anymore because the relay ball is gonna catch you. And once that does, you are pretty much dead. Also, if your computer is not very strong, your FPS drops to 0 because there's so much going on your screen. It makes it even harder to hit the Neon, right? So if you guys need an upgrade at home for your graphics card, CPU, you need a new computer, check out Colorful Malaysia, one of our sponsors, right? You saw the advertisement just now. That's a really good ad, by the way. I enjoyed it a lot. I was laughing. Todak, the boys at Todak are so goofy as well. I love it, right? So you saw that 4070 Ti, right? It's so slick, it's so aesthetic, right? So go ahead, check them out, get one for yourself. There are many new games that are up and coming, right? So definitely you might want to upgrade your PC for those. With that being said, we are jumping into Agent Select. So let's take a look at what the comps are going to be for both of these teams.
Yeah, a bit more standardized in terms of the picks. It's just that the duelist meta has been swapped out. Instead of having your Jet usually, yeah, you're running with the Neon, because why wouldn't you? It's just so much more easier to try and entry with the Neon. You're way more lethal in terms of movement. Yeah, you know, you can get into the site very fast with the Jet Dash, but you're vulnerable to maybe some damage, getting maybe tapped out in the air, you know, slowed a little bit as well from the tagging system. With Neon, you bypass a lot of those things while still maintaining full accuracy, at least on one of your shots. So it's just the way to just pry open these sites. We're pretty much looking at a mirror matchup here.
Yeah, I think should be a mirror matchup, right? At this point, like you said, there's multiple ways, or at least a few ways you can play this map. Either you play it like you're playing chess, and it's just slow all the way until the last 10 seconds, you burst on site kind of thing. Or you're just gonna send it, right? And with the Neon on board, both of these teams, they are definitely just going to send it. So, yeah, Mirror Comp here. Sova is there to break the Cypher trips, the breach is there to enable the Neon to run onto the side without much resistance. You have the flashpoint coming in. You have the aftershock to clear out the angles that might just, a little bit harder for Neon to clear, like the seaside cubby, right? Up on logs, right? You can just aftershock that, clear it out for the Neon so he doesn't need to look there. And yeah, this is going to be a very fast-paced game. I'm going to be very excited to see this because I really don't like when Haven is being played slow. It's very boring.
That is honestly a very fair comment. I have seen my fair amount of teams. I think only just recently I watched a Haven game, and while both teams are towards the Asia side, they were basing their strat book off the Brazilian meta and the EMEA meta, right? So one team, yeah, like double smokes at the wall as well. And I was just watching this. I just had to sit there and watch this round just happen for a minute 40 before any action came by, and that was just. I think halfway they got tired of it because they just started throwing each other at mid, like at least 1 or 2 people, and it was just like, yeah, that kind of silence would drive a man insane.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it when it's being played like that. It's so boring. It comes to a point where even the casters have nothing to talk about, right? These players, they're just walking around the map. They're just, sussing things out. They're just walking, doing pretty much nothing. Everyone is just defaulting, right? For the 1 minute and 30 seconds in the round, they're just walking around until someone gets a pick, and then they reset again, and it's, oh my god, it's so boring, right? But yeah, we have a tech boss.
Yeah,
we have a tech boss here. Typical, right? There's never a tournament. I'm still waiting for a tournament that there is no tech boss. I haven't seen one yet. Every single tournament I've casted, every single tournament I've watched party, there's always tech boss.
I'm out of here.
Hell might freeze over first, I think.
A tournament with no tech boss? Miracle.
Miracle. It would run smoothly. Everything would be on time. That sounds like the stuff of dreams. It doesn't sound real.
I wish that could happen, but unfortunately, we live in a reality. there is no such thing as no tech pause. So
we live in the society of tech pauses.
Yeah, we live in a society. Unfortunate. So I like that right now it's tech pause, right? And of course on stream there's delay. So I like it that the Cypher is just keeping it there. And he's not, switching. I've seen when tech pause arrives, the team start running around the map. And then the Cypher just starts setting up at every single site just so that they don't get sniped on stream because the delay would have caught up. They're not doing that. It looks like Todak wants to run it A. And it seems like Anzo is going to set up C. Nothing is going to be changed. No one's taking advantage of stream delay or whatever. I love it. So props to these guys. We're just waiting for... Who is it? I think it is Kale to come back because he's kind of AFK in spawn. And I think the Todak boys are just having fun. They're just jumping around, practicing their movement. You see Toggle here with the neon movement. Very, very nice. And they're just chilling. So far, I haven't seen any one of these players using the new Vandal. Did we? No, right? There's no Vandal. The Jinx one. The Arcade 2.
I don't believe so, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that whoever wins it might just throw their money into the VP to get it. That's fair enough.
It is a nice skin. I'm a Riot slave at this point. I go in, I buy the skin, I log out. I never play the game. I just want the skin. Well, yeah. Oh, Brawl mid, love it. Do it.
Oh,
do it right now. You see, aftershock. Not aftershock. Fault line is being prepped here. It's just the calm before the storm. You hear the shock dart. There's no trips here. No alarm bot either. So we thought it was the Brawl. Not really. Aftershock here. Spots out Druggy. Gets scanned out by the recon as well. But J-Lo is in for a world of her. Ooh, that's a fat juicy fault line if I've seen anything. They're just gonna fall back here. Bond going to go for the aggressive option and jump out window. Doesn't want to meet the same fate as J-Lo.
And they're just gonna walk into A. I think this is gonna be a free site for the taking. They just play retake.
Yeah, it's going to be quite hard even. All 5 alive here for the attacker side going into this. Util is going to be used to try and take all the space possible, but yeah, with the Neon, that space is pretty much instantly taken. Druggy is going to be the first line of defense here if they try to go past the smoke. Toggle is going to try and advance over towards the other side, sitting himself over towards Graffiti. Watching over into Heaven now. So Crystal's up there over towards Heaven. We'll see what kind of retake plan they have so far. Dart goes out. There's the initiator utility to come through over to the other side. Bonds is going to try and peek out. He's tagged by the Dart already. Oh, and there goes the first kill. That's Crystal going down. Has to top up the mag running out in the open. It's Toggle. Bonds and Druggy do bring it back a little bit. 7 double kill. Straight up from hell, and a third comes in from Kale.
Oh my, wait, what was that from Toggle, dude? He was reloading his gun while strafing and swinging out. Very, very ballsy play. Toggle, I respect that. And he's buying straight into Vandal, by the way. I'm not too sure about this buy. Wait, who bought the... Oh, what? 7 bought a Vandal for Toggle. 7 is on a Ghost with light armor and just util. He bought a Ghost for Toggle, enabled him to buy full armor. He wants Toggle to just ace them right here.
Okay, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that comes through. If there's anyone to do it, it might be Toggle. There's the first kill already, so 4 more to try and get that ace prediction, but Adika's gonna try and steal it away already.
There.
He did do damage though, so
There.
counted in a little bit.
Yeah.
So instantly the rifles are gonna blitz into this round. Not much chance for 8th place to try and make anything out of this unless Druggy gets a little bit insane here and maybe taps one out. He's getting close into the range. There's the first kill. He's gonna back away before he gets advanced upon.
But it's fine. That's the one player with the Ghost, right? If one side gets scanned out by the Dart, I think it's just pretty much over. A side is not a side you can retake with no util and no weapons. I think it's pretty much impossible at this point. I would think they die to spike. Did I die to the spike?
There.
Probably,
Otherwise,
yeah.
they get hunted
There.
by Todak, but I don't think they want to lose the Vandal on Toggle. Don't really want to break the armor as well, so yeah, all good. They're actually gonna try for it. So Crossfire here from Kill.
One enemy remaining.
Yep, one tap Hanzo here. Oh, there's 2 loose kill, but I think it's fine. What was that? Bulldog, Spectre? All good.
Yeah, so pretty much all the rifles are retained regardless, so yeah, alright, good stuff coming up from Todak. Instant aggression and instant reward. 2 kills straight off the bat. Now, rifles are going to be up for the defense. 8th place, Vandals across the board. What do you think? What do you think is their plan here?
It's scary because 3 of their Vandals are on light armor. The Bulldog, 1 headshot, 1 body, I think that's it. It could be a factor when factoring in the damage of Bulldog, especially when you're light armor.
There.
So that's kind of scary. The shock dart breaks the trip. Yep, that allows Toggle to kind of just run onto the side. Fast lanes in, plants the spike. They are going to play for post plant. After shock does not connect. It's not right where they are. It's not the right position to throw the aftershock in. Drone's gonna come through. Toggle playing in a very aggressive position. But no one's gonna shoot that drone for him. Doesn't get tagged though. Relay bolt stops the aggression. And he is going to go for a push. But do you expect Crystal to be at the side? Yeah, he spots the flash icon. He's out of there. Paranoia kill on the other side of the map. Huge slug with that Sheriff. 1 taps Crystal out of existence. And Fishball just playing an extremely annoying position. And Todak take the 3rd round very convincingly. That is rifles that you just lost 8th place. And it's not looking good.
Well, like you mentioned, this was Todak's map pick, so we're already seeing so much more just advancements, a lot more movement, a lot more just prioritizing their game plan properly, and yeah, it's just showing in spades here. Already up 3, going into 4, it doesn't seem like much of a danger for them at this point. 8th place are going to consider going for the Sheriff buys here, try and keep it a little bit competitive and not let the lead stray away, but Toggle just says no. Sits Bonds down, already advancing up towards the mid doors here. Oh, there's a counter swing coming out from JLo, but he's tagged all the way down. They are losing teammates here. 5 HP, Vandal is retrieved. Ooh, nearly died to his own teammates. The shock dart there again as well. Oh, but look at Kale. Kale's advanced up all the way into A.
Yeah, Kill is in their spawn, but their spike is still in base. So they need to retrieve that spike. They need to go all the way into A. But yeah, Kill got it in the bag. Right, you can see that Druggy is kind of sussing things out. It's like, this guy, I smell a rat. Right, this guy is somewhere on the side. I need to watch my flank, but I don't think he knows that he's all the way here already. The smoke's gonna come through. They're probably gonna just play 4 retake, right? It's a bit too dangerous to try and walk up the site now. But it's gonna be a fast blitz here. They have Neon. The Neon is on 1 HP. It's a little bit dangerous. They're gonna play Hell. Util on the side of Todak. It really depends. Yeah, still gonna flush out Fishball from Hell here. The player in Heaven does not find the kill. Aduka gets 1 kill, gets scanned out. He's gonna leave the recon bot here. And Kill just dancing around the smoke. Druggy with a headshot, but Aduka cleans it up. It was a little bit messy. They do get 4, but that was an equal round, so still damage dealt to the economy of Todak. And I think any damage dealt is good damage, because right now, they are rolling in cash.
That they are. I do want to make a mention. Aduka on a Sova has been just wondrous to watch. Last time I casted him was over in Split 2, and I swear, this man always got a kill with his ult. He just never missed. He always either got damage or he always got a kill. And he has his Hunter's Fury up now, so we'll see if he can manage. If he manages one here. Already a lot of aggression coming out here.
Yeah, J-Lo in this corner, waits for the pop, but unfortunately it waits a little bit too long, gets cleared out by Fishball, and Toggle is pissed, but Crystal is even angrier, takes matters into his own hands. 2 kills for him. Anzo playing inside this smoke, has to catch a timing spots, no one in short, but the smoke is probably going to fade really soon, and they are going to have to re-clear him out. Spike is not yet planted. 2 players tucked into Hell, waiting for a player on A to get a little bit antsy, but they don't. Both sides showing extreme restraint. 2 players in Hell are just gonna hold it. Sooner or later, I think Anzo is going to have to walk into this backside position, and I think that's where this round is going to burst out. But up and down for these 2 players, this is hilarious. Nobody knows where they are. I think it's a little bit awkward. It seems like 8th place doesn't want to move at all either.
Yeah, no, and it would make sense. They heard they didn't hear Anzo, so Anzo's gonna be the unknown. They've only heard Bond so far earlier. They did make a bit of a jump, and Aduka snipes out Anzo as well. It's a sharp angle, but over into the TP. Vons has to get this 1v2, and it's a high-low setup, and yeah, it's instantly shut down. 5-0 for Todak.
But the idea was there. I think Bonds tried to go for a one-way to try and flush down. Unfortunately, I think the one-way failed.
It was a bit too high.
It's not easy to land that. I don't even know.
It's a little bit too high. Yeah, it's rough. It's a little corner.
I don't even know how that works. But nice try. Right now, C rush. J-Lo looks like he wants to run it C as well. So
Gotta go.
It's gonna be quite interesting. Yeah, he's gonna run. The stun does not connect, so Fishball taps J-Lo out of existence. And Crystal is the one on the side flashpoint to be used as well. I don't think Toggle is blind. Crystal is the one that's blind instead. And that is going to be the side open. Bonds gets a kill on the Kyle.
Spike planted.
He falls. 2 players in garage. I don't think that trip does anything. 7 finds Anzo. And now it's just extremely difficult for retake. It looks like a 0-6 is coming for Todak.
Last player standing.
Duka gets Bonds, and this is going to be a save from Druggy. I don't think this is going to work out. He's going to get hunted down as well.
Doesn't send himself for one. He has to watch out for Toggle going for the peak. Oh, the second one is good as well. He just has to try and keep this Vandal alive, up and hot for the next round as well, because what can you do? He also has to run out the radius as well. Make sure he doesn't die. Make sure he doesn't get hunted. But so far, both players are going to be very far. So yeah, 6th round secured for Todak pretty much. And yeah, 8th place doesn't have too much of a response to this. Honestly, the play coming out from J-Lo there, I understand it, but looking over with the X-ray, oh my gosh, it's egregious. I don't know what you'd even do.
Yeah. And rightfully so, timeout. I think 0-6 is pretty much about the time you need to do something about your plays. Defense, not looking too hot for 8th place here. Also, I've received news that we have been pronouncing K'L's name wrong. I'm pronouncing Kale.
Oh,
But
whoops.
it's actually K'L. I think, is that a Superman reference, maybe? I'm not too
Kal-El?
sure. But
Kal-El,
it's
yeah.
K'L.
Kyle,
Kale
I
is,
see.
there was a Todak Kale, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's not here.
it's spelled with a Y.
It's Kyle. Okay, so we'll pronounce his name right from now on. I think yeah, it is a little bit confusing, right? So Kyle. But look at it, ultimates all across the board for Todak, right? Hunter's Fury, Rolling Thunder, you have Neural Theft, From the Shadows, all over the place. Meanwhile, we only have, I guess, Rolling Thunder in 1 for Crystal, but because they're on defense, the ultimate orbs are not really in their favor. So he might not even get a chance to retrieve one for himself. Trying to hit the side. And yeah, I'm not sure at this point what 8th place can kind of do to stop Todak. Just because this is Todak's map pick, and like I said, Todak has a very, very solid Haven. And you can see it in their executes as well, it's so clean.
Camera taken. Cover going out.
Absolutely. Bonds is going to try and smoke off the angle straight up and try and take the fight as well. Spam shot goes through, but no hits so far. Toggle's pretty much already in here. Footsteps are heard, spam coming through. There's the Hunter's Fury to try and delay a little bit more. So far, it's only just damage being landed, and Kyle finally getting that kill. Anza goes down, so all the Cypher trips are going to be going offline. Hunter's Fury back the other way. Does that hit? Yes, it does. He has to hit it one more time, but it doesn't land just yet. So again, it's just a lot more damage. Shock Dart goes through, that should land as well onto Aduka, and yeah, Crystal actually gets, look at the amount of utility damage coming through, but Toggle, he doubles up, he slides and gets the headshot right through the wall as well onto Bonds. He goes down for it, Druggy takes that kill, so left into this 1-on-2. Both of these players are kind of split, so Druggy might actually have a chance here, and especially with Kyle being a little bit low in terms of HP.
Yeah, but it is the post plan. It is, you know, a dual setup up towards this C-long position. He has to break it. He has recon if he wants to use it. Double swing. And there is really nothing much Druggy can do there. I mean, really good effort, right? Druggy landed his Hunter's Fury on 3 players, taking all of them each for 80, right? So, huge chunk of damage there. You see the Aftershock gets a kill. You see the Shock Dart gets a kill. Unfortunately, that is not enough, right? Because Valorant is a game where utility doesn't kill and shooting matters.
Yes, indeed.
So even though they got 2 util kills, not enough. They didn't shoot well enough because Toggle can just slide and one-tap you in mid. Standing ahead. Balanced agent.
Balanced agent, indeed. It's just so hard to deal with it. Like you just need to have a double swing setup, just high-low setup, anything. You just cannot let this Neon do the 1v1s, because the moment she gets in, slides in, gets that kill, the 1v1 is done. Speaking of which, 1v1 coming through onto mid, and yeah, instantly one out by JLo here, so Kyle getting a little bit ambitious on the mid lurk. Anzo, here's all the utility coming through, gets tagged down a little bit there by the fault line, but manages to make it back to his team safety. So retake is going to be hot here. Oh, there comes the breach ult as well. It hits at least 2 of them, but now coming through, Todak trying to go for his defense, coming through. Look at all the recons coming in as well. He gets it as well. Todak are still continuing their tear, and Toggle's just laying it into them. An 8-0 lead so far. Todak are not stopping.
They're not getting the message.
At this point, Todak just look unstoppable. I really don't know what 8th place can do. They played that perfectly as well. Rolling Thunder landed on majority of the team. Somehow, who was it? Fishball still gets a kill. I'm not sure if he was stunned or not, but he still gets a kill. And then, they tried to enter the site, but they got stopped by Aftershock. They got scanned by Recon. Paranoia lands onto Toggle, but he still slides out, and off the ping of the Recon, he gets a headshot. JLo tries to go aggressive, he's completely blind, concussed out as well, scanned by Dart, has to get out of there, firing squad mows him down, but the stack is correct. There are 4 players here on this A side, but if Todak do try to rotate, it is disaster. Kyle finds his way into B, but I don't think it matters because Toggle is just going to lay down the hurt. Kyle is in their spawn, shows a little thumbs up. My team has got it. And 0-9. 1 off double digits, and 8th place still haven't gotten a point on the board.
Yeah, and I can see the gears turning a little bit for 8th place, maybe trying for an aggressive play, but so far Todak are just so ready for the first 5 seconds of the round. The moment barriers drop, they're just so much more ready for an attack coming in, and even then, the moment the time passes, they're already straight away going into their site hit protocols. Look at this. They're going for the aggressive play, but Todak are sitting all the way onto the other side, and the rotation is going to be called, but this is looking very rough for 8th place. Oh, yeah, okay, come on, man. They're already dead, Toggle. Oh, beautiful wall spam coming through, and yeah, he's celebrating that one. The old Middle East style, spraying the rifle up into the air, celebrating as you do. Ceremoniously. Toggle, now, gonna post up towards Graffiti, watching over for anyone trying to be brave. Yeah, take flight down, so JLo does get that kill, so down to the 4-on-4.
Ooh, this might be their first round actually. It looks really good. I mean, they got the flank, they got the sandwich. All they need to do is execute it perfectly. The recon though is just so good. Every time it scans one, Crystal though does manage to find 2, and finally Todak are on the back foot. They are on a man disadvantage. It is a 2v1, but 7 once again clutches it out for his team when they need it the most. 0-10. They are running it. They want this 13-0 and they want it bad. They are here to make a statement for themselves.
Oh yeah, they are here to play, and
I need this.
8th place thought they had a chance towards that first one. This is just rough to watch for 8th place. And again, any sort of plans that they have are just being completely countered by either a very good protocol or just a better read coming out from Todak.
From the shadows into spawn as well, just to make things difficult. Druggy gets scanned out. I think they should know that he's here. But Druggy, I think he's just too locked in, right? He doesn't know where to look. Fishball blindsides him on the back, but then Spike dropped in the mix. Bonds gets 2, and there is still 2 on A-Link, 1 in mid. Spike does get retrieved. Fishball still finds the upper hand, walking into the smoke. But can you find another? Yes, he does. Anzo falls, but that is a Spike down. It's still 2v1. Crystal does have utility, but not much HP to work with. Right, so they do have to try and work the map, play together, and flush out this breach. Extremely, extremely annoying. He could be anywhere.
Anywhere indeed, and yeah, Todak are gonna just carefully do this retrieval. Buddy system is activated for both of them, trying to make this as unfair as possible for Crystal here. He does have utility to work off, but even the swing might take a little bit of time. He might go down to the other one, assuming he gets one. Spike is retrieved. Toggle did manage to take it away,
30
and they're looking to
seconds
plant this over onto C. They are kind of split. He hears this, so Crystal's gonna go for this early play right past the smoke. He might be able to get Toggle here, but Toggle sits, and they're gonna go through. Yeah, there it is. Crystal gets that kill. So now into the 1-on-1. If there's any time to bring up maybe just a hint of hope, it's there, but no, Fishball shuts it down. A 4K into the round and 11 on the board for Todak.
In the half.
It was very brave from Todak to try and go for that play as well, because they could have just played together, right? They could have just played post plant up and long. They did not need to split up whatsoever, but they did it anyway. Unfortunately for Crystal, he was a little bit lacking in the HP department, so he was unable to convert that round for himself. It was so close, right? Don't get it twisted, guys. Right, this looks like a storm, but it is really, really close for both teams, right? Every round, you're getting multiple kills, you're getting trade frags. These teams are playing out of their minds. But Toggle is once again pissed, and so is JLo though. So once again, flank on flank. This Neon is coming in hot. Meanwhile, Toggle is just pushing right into their spawn without a care in the world. Relay ball, sliding left and right, gets tagged out here. Paranoia for Fishball does not connect. He's gonna fall. Hunter's Fury activated, and now Toggle and the rest of them are up in short. JLo, Bonds, each get one each. Toggle headshots him in the slide as well.
Last
Spike
player standing.
is down though, and it's all down to Toggle. 1v3. It is going to be the ace if he wants to take it across the line, and I think he might just do it. Has to reload. 59 HP, 2 bullets. Anzo is sticking the spike. He's just sticking it. Not a care in the world, and he's on the board through the spike, through the boxes as well. Denies Toggle the ace.
Switching
But
sides.
is it too little, too late?
The 13-0 dream has been shut down, but momentum still seems to be flying for Todak. That was insane plays coming up from Toggle. And yeah, if he just had a little bit more in terms of the accuracy there, he just gets that ace, he just wins it out, and you go into 12-0 into the round. So, alright, if I'm 8th place here, I just have to pretend that everything just didn't happen, and we have to reset. Mentally, everything. How do you do this?
I'm not a pro player. I do not have such mental. I would send it C, and that's exactly what they're doing. Like,
It might be what they're doing.
This is whatever, right? Like, how much? We're already like so many rounds down. Let's just push. Let's just run it.
My camera is...
And you know, let's just go fast, go hard. That's exactly what our comp is made to do anyway. So they are already in the site. Tripwire does not connect, but the Cypher Cam spots every single one of them. It does get taken out.
Spike
And the spike
planted.
is being planted. So they... Ooh, nice shot dart. From the side of Todak. Does manage to catch quite a big chunk of damage on J-Lo. It's going to be a full 5v5 post plant.
Gotta go.
This is insane. This is truly how they want to go with it. All the pistols coming through as well, going for the spam as well. There's a utility coming through, a flash, another one as well going through, but so far, just no contact just yet. It's just a lot of util just pushing through on both sides. Kyle getting that defuse. It's already past halfway. It's already going through. Oh, and he nearly gets it all the way, but it doesn't matter. 8th place have somehow just reset this round properly for themselves, and they win their pistol, getting 2 on the board.
Really well played there by 8th place. They go for the post plant. It's a very brave move to do, especially since their smoker on Todak is still up. So they pretty much just have to pray and spam through smoke and try and get a kill. Luckily for them, the smoke did fade at the last moment, so they managed to get
Quick feet. I'm out of here.
Kyle, who was taking the spike. So they managed to close out that round. So now they won pistol. There's a step in the right direction. Now they need to win quite a few rounds more.
Go, go,
Try
go.
and win this out.
My ult's not ready.
Hopefully they
I'm outta
can
here.
do it. They're gonna fall back here. I
Yeah,
don't think
they're
there's none of that 4 players running up A.
Pretty much, yeah. The Sova Dart there scanned 2 straight away off onto sewers, and instantly the answer was, okay, they might be stacking here. Let's just move over to the other side. And yeah, they're rewarded with a completely open site here. But now gonna try and play it for the retake. Again, gun disadvantage, but even with a gun disadvantage, Todak are just that much more deadlier in terms of how they play. We'll see how 8th place can cope with this.
Yeah, they are changing things up. They're not going for that, you know, C-long kind of hold anymore. Holding on to the side. Because of the superior weaponry, they're gonna win this out as well. Vaughn just mowing them down with this Vandal. Full on confidence, right? You have been getting trashed the last 11 rounds. Now it's time for a bit of a revenge. Right, run at them with all the guns that you have. Take them all out. Show them who's boss. And there's 3 rounds on the board. Ride this momentum all the way. That's what 8th place need to do if they want to win this series.
Attacker sided, boys. It's attacker sided.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Especially with Neon, now it's like Omega attacker sided. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, the Neon just fills up so many boxes in terms of just how you approach a site. And she just does it really well, very fast. Oh, the wallbang coming through, and Druggy getting tagged for it as well. Not enough to kill him, but enough to just put him on his feet here. And instantly he's already gonna double up.
That is it's a little bit scary. Kyle gets the opening pick on Anzo. That's gonna be your Cypher out of the equation. How did he get that kill?
He just pushed up into mid.
Oh. He died in spawn though. What's that about?
Yeah, I think Kyle just pushed up past grass and might have just seen him.
You spawn?
Maybe, I believe so.
What?
We'll see.
In the world? I need to watch the minimap on the replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the VOD maybe.
He died in spawn!
I don't know.
Like after he died, the moment the camera panned back to him, he's already back in the garage. This guy, is he playing Cypher or Neon? I'm not too sure. That was really, really fast. This guy is silent assassin.
Absolutely. Finding his counter pick too, so see how they try and advance over. It seems like it's gonna be B here, and already
Oh no!
Taylor coming. Goes down for it. Toggle getting that kill. There's Bronze as well getting the return, but Toggle doubles up now. Crystal also doubling himself up with 2 kills into the round. Left into the 2-on-2. Oh, and it's going to be isolated slightly if Kyle pushes right through this. His gun barrel is going to be shown first. We'll see how he takes the swing. He does win it out, and he does swing back onto Crystal as well. Somehow, some way, Kyle finds those 2 kills, and he's put Toda onto match point.
Yikes! Wait, how did Kyle just walk out of smoke and kill 2 people? That's ridiculous. He kind of did a little bit of a Matrix dodge there. He crouched, peeked through the smoke, he whipped the headshot, he transferred it. Oh, that was insane. Actually crazy. Actually crazy. That was sick. That was sick. Yeah.
Could have to be something you watch back, honestly. How did he get the first kill in general? How did he get those 2 kills? You know, just insane stuff coming from Kyle here. All right, so possibly the last round. We're seeing place here slowly creep up onto C, trying to get the orb here, trying to get Crystal up as well for the Rolling Thunder. Aduka's holding the recon so far. Waiting.
Holding the recon, just chilling. I think at this point in time, take it slow, right? I think they have to. It's not like they have to take it slow, but it's a little bit scary for them. So,
Go.
Toggle?
Oh no, yeah, okay. Toggle does not get another one there, but the first kill is going to be good to try and stop the momentum into the site. So again, 8th place are now just going to be held here, and they have to be so careful with their map spacing, because if they let this go through, they will lose a lot of the space onto the map. It seems that Toda are not going to advance onto that first pick. They are just going to try and play this safe. 3 onto the A site, but 3 looking to maybe go past B and go into C instead.
Yeah, but there are Cypher trips on C, and I don't know if... Oh yeah, they do. They do have a shot dart to clear it. So at the moment, they
30 seconds left.
Destroy the dart, but they're going back to A. Unfortunately for them, though, there are still 3 players here. It's like a perfect lineup for the stun, though. It stuns everyone. And their ancestors as well. What an insane stun! Bond goes in for the kill. Fishbowl goes for the spray transfer. He catches 2. Unfortunately, does not come out to turn. The site is not clear yet, buddy. It's all down to Druggy. He has 1 HP. There is no time, no bullets. And this is how the cookie crumbles. Todak wins the series 2-0. Insult the injury as well. Right click through that Radianite Crete. And Todak, a very, very convincing win up against 8th place here. 8th place, they made it really close on their map pick on Split. If they did manage to win that out, that would have been a totally different story. We would be going on to Bind right now. Unfortunately, it just wasn't quite enough.
No, it just was not. Toda were just absolutely superior in this game. And yeah, like you said, the scoreline doesn't tell the full story because, well, 8th place for some of those rounds did put up a really, really good fight. It was just way too much. Just the individual performances coming out of each player from Toda just seemed to win over a lot in those situations. And if we're talking individual performance, we have to talk about Toggle. 24 kills, 12 deaths, 4 assists. He's leading the charge. 5 first bloods. What is that?
This guy, I mean, he's just having fun at this point. He's just running it, spraying through walls, getting kills, just playing off of all the flashes and stuns that 7 has been giving him. And he's just having a good time. I mean, having a great game, I don't know, it's really quite an insane game as well. Even that last round, extremely scrappy. But unfortunately, they ran down the clock a little bit too much. They cooked a little bit too hard. But props to Todak as well for just staying on that site. They didn't rotate. And yeah, it proved to be 8th place's downfall. So we had a really intense series of games here. And this is just only the first series as well, right? This matchup against Todak and 8th place, just the first one that we have tonight. We still have another series coming up, and it's going to be Balbacua up against Perfect 5. Right, so that's going to be another interesting series as well. So I think right now everyone needs to take a breather. It's been a very fast-paced game with all these neons running around. I'm getting a little bit dizzy. So everyone at home, go get some water, go get some snacks, alright? Get some food if you haven't had your dinner yet, and settle in for some good Valorant after this break.
trying to change what I've been trying to say. Words don't come straight from my head to my mouth. It's such a shame that it fell out of place. Was never me that was bringing you down. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more? Always looking for more. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more?
knock 'em out, sorry, from a through the place. You want me to do the people like a couple times, they ain't fake. When I slow downtown, now every sound but the bass. Subwoofer in a party, knock 'em out, sorry, from a through the place. You want me to do the like a couple times, they ain't fake. Everybody
She stole a smile and my heart responded. She's everything I never knew I wanted. And money won't buy her happiness. Yeah, she's my kind of glamorous. Natural beauty, what it's all about. Tell something to me, can't figure it out. I never thought that I would find someone that I can't resist. This might be as close to heaven as I will ever get. I see perfection and a heart of gold. Always got my attention, beautiful soul. First time feeling rush. She's laid back and catch you up. A real homebody, it's wonderful. I never thought that I would find someone that I can't resist. This might be as close to heaven as I will ever get. I see perfection and a heart of gold. Always got my attention, beautiful soul. Someone that I can't resist. This might be as close to heaven as I will ever get. I see perfection and a heart of gold. Always got my attention, beautiful soul.
Been trying been trying to say. Words don't come straight from my head to my mouth. It's such a shame that it fell out of place. Was never me that was bringing you down. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more? Always looking for more. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more?
Three v three actually, sorry.
One enemy
That was
remaining.
brilliant kill on for the ace. 4 kills in a round. Kin denies it.
Give a round of applause for your grand champions for the Vortex Chapter 1 of Discovering the Talent. It's next guy.
We can beat all the other teams, both invited and also the created.
dia follow sekarang ini. Sampai ke mana? Sampai ke situ dia mencari. Dan itulah dia.
Malaysian Esports League 2023.
Akan terus bergerak dengan lebih pantas. Toggle kerapkan target showstopper sedikit terlambat. Berjaya untuk menjatuhkan tembakan yang cukup baik dengan 5-7 seperti tadi.
And welcome back everyone to Vortex Tournament Hidden Gem. My name is Lemon and with me is Lott, Calliber, and we are your casters for today. Of course, a huge shout out to our sponsors, Colorful Malaysia, as well as our strategic partner, Esports Integrated and KBS, supported by Rakan Muda as well as Rakan Digital Malaysia. So thanks everyone for making this happen. Of course, we are live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, so do check us out on all platforms as well. Without further ado, we are looking at the two teams. Calliber, you want to talk about these two teams here?
Yeah, sure. All right. So Balbacua versus Perfect 5. This is going to be a bit of an interesting matchup because Balbacua, of course, are going to be definitely way more favored in terms of this matchup. And looking over into the brackets here, it's just like, I don't know. You have a full Filipino team, and one thing when it comes to having mixed teams is usually language barriers and so on, which P5 might struggle with. You have quite the mix of Asian teams, but I'm sure they have a way of doing stuff in terms of communicating. Balbacua, though, I believe in terms of their notoriety, yeah, they are King of PH, set to #1. That's their latest notable achievement. All of these players that you're seeing on your screen right now, extremely deadly with their own right in terms of how they play. Over on the other side of Perfect 5, though, some would say not too much is known, but in terms of their qualifying rank, nothing to shy away from. Definitely not.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be quite an interesting match. I'm not too privy about Balbacua. I mean, obviously you can look at them, right? They are 800 RR Radiance across the board, so just based on firepower alone, I would say they have quite the upper hand as well. They won the King of Philippines tournament in first place under a different name, SR Nakague, I think. That was their name when they... So they just kind of... It's the same roster, they just kind of rebranded their name into Balbacua. So we will be seeing them here. So I hope we get to go into the map video soon, right? So we can see what these two teams are going to be cooking up for us today in the server. I think we will have a sub because I am seeing who is it? Yanagi, I think. Yeah, sorry, Skyler Vaughn. Skyler Vaughn is in the lobby, so he might be subbing out for one person. But let's talk about that later. Let's take a look at the video. Do you think we'll be seeing the same maps that Todak and 8th place played? Or will we see something different because these players are from the Philippines, right? They're not from SGMY.
I think we're going to see something different. In terms of, I guess, the way the Philippine side play it, yeah, Sunset going out, that's relatively normal, honestly. Sunset's a bit harder in terms of finding protocol split going out, understandable. Hard to make split work, as we saw. It was already a close game in terms of our map 1 for today, for our best of 3s. I'm gonna say maybe a Lotus might be... Sorry, no, Lotus is out. So maybe a Pearl. Oh, if they want to keep things interesting, we might see a Pearl come in. Bind being the first pick, that's... I believe that's P5's. Yeah, that's P5. All right. one thing I've noticed is that Bind tends to be favored a lot with I'd say the majority of Malaysian teams. Now P5 has a majority Malaysian, I think, on the roster.
Malaysians.
Yeah, and Bind seems to be like, it's almost like a pattern thing where it seems to be just more favored. Usually first map or decider. Haven gonna be picked as well. Abyss gonna be banned. Haven we might see another situation with Haven for just aggressive attack sides and a lack of defensive protocols. So we might get the same story there. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it's a bit more competitive, you know, depending on the kind of agents that are going to be selected. We'll see. And yeah, I was Pearl being onto the decider. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of wanted to go 3 maps because I haven't seen Pearl in a while. And I haven't casted Pearl in a while as well. So going all 3 would be pretty insane. I would love to see it. Balbacua. So looking at the sides, right? Which sides they are starting on. We have Balbacua starting on attack on Bind. Okay, there we go. They learned from the lesson of 8th place and they decide, okay, we are picking attack first. You don't want defense first, it is kind of scary. So attack first for Perfect 5, and on Pro it's going to be Perfect 5 attack and Balbacua defense. So that takes it for our map veto, Bind, Haven, Pearl. Very, very excited to see how these 2 teams are playing. I think if we do get to Pearl, the Pearl meta has changed a lot. Hopefully we don't see any more of those B-main spam fest with Phantom and 20 billion smokes. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see something interesting. But before we even get to that, we have to get past the map of Bind. So, Balbacua have a sub coming in. That's Skylar Vaughn. Right, Skylar Vaughn is subbing in for Yort. Yort isn't playing. So we have, let's see, Cass and Joya, which is Boogie. We have Lol Yu, which is a Batman. And I think the rest are pretty much normal names. Skylar Vaughn, Shintaro, Yanaki. Okay, yeah, it's pretty okay. Nothing too crazy here, but I'm not too familiar with these players because they are from the Philippine regions. I'm not too sure about players from the Philippines, but hopefully, I mean, this tournament, right, the name of it is Hidden Gems, so hopefully we do find some hidden gems here. Wow me, show me what you got, take my breath away, whatever you have. I'm very excited to see these 2 teams play.
Yeah, we'll see if they bring up, you know, anything new in terms of their strategies, or who knows, maybe they'll decide we'll keep the strategies safe. Maybe we'll send it off into a later time, assuming we get there. But yeah, honestly, Bind is going to be quite the fun one. Bind was supposed to be our decider for the first best of 3, so coming all the way around, this is going to be our first map chosen. Now, Bind has been something interesting in terms of how teams navigate it. There's a few teams that decide to play Bind very, very slow. I think we saw a lot of this slow kind of EMEA style of Bind back when Split 2 was kind of going, and especially I believe the majority roster that is Ignite right now, back when they were playing under, I believe it was Elevate, have this kind of slow style, very methodical, the way they pick apart Bind, and some teams just cannot cope with Bind being that slow. And especially when you start playing around with the teleporters, we might see the Brazilian kind of inspired lineups to come through. The Viper being chosen to cut the wall off from your B side on the defense, going through the teleporter, going all the way into the other side for showers. And then depending on the kind of initiator that you pick, you might have the option to go a bit more aggressive if you decide to pick a Sky, which I'm not too sure if they will. But assuming they do pick a Sky, you have the TP play to go through, flash your teammates out, get the space over onto showers, and crunch it down from 2 different angles, keep them trapped in there. But if you go with the Gecko, it can still work out.
I'm surprised you mentioned Elevate and Ignite on Bind, because I think this map is quite a sore spot for that team.
Oh yes, yeah, I was there. I was there. I tested that one, I think.
Yeah, they did it once, and then recently at Pred League it happened again. They're playing under the banner of Ignite this time.
right? They
Yep.
played Bayern, and it was the third map. They were set to beat DSG. It was 9-3.
Mm-hmm.
They choked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bayern, like, they played really interestingly, right? They played double smokes, they have Ritko and the Viper, very interesting lurking kind of style. Unfortunately, at this point, seems like teams are ready. But let's see if, you know, P5 are ready, if they do choose to adopt such a playstyle. Right, I think for a team like P5, right, up against a more seasoned veteran team like Balbacua, they might not know how to respond if their enemy picks double smokes. But then again, maybe Balbacua has the mindset that, hey, we have been playing for a longer time. You know what? Let's just go full on rush, take the aggression to them, and we'll just brawl it out. At this point, Deadlock.
Ooh,
is picked.
okay. All right. I
Interesting.
kind of like this. I kind of like this. More so, I kind of like it because it's just an interesting pick to take. Deadlock, I think I've only ever seen it once.
I've
And
never.
I believe that was I believe that was Redco pulling it out. It wasn't even on Vine. I believe it was, or maybe it was on Vine. I know he definitely pulled it out on Lotus back then. I remember that, and I kind of lost my mind. But so Deadlock's an interesting pick. Definitely viable for Vine, but in the current meta in terms of Sentinels, you definitely want your Cypher, although they might be doubling
Your
up
double
on the
Senti,
Sentinels.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's also a good option. I'd say I actually really do like the composition that's kind of happening here. For the side of Balbacua, it's a bit more spread out, I would say, the way you play this comp. Not too together. Maybe the only ones being in the same kind of positions might be your Sky and your Rays taking up space together, trading off. Your Brim as well, maybe going third in instead of fourth in once all smokes have been put down, assuming he's not playing lineup, which I think they might have that in their back pockets.
I think, yeah, interesting comp. Double Sentinel definitely is gonna stop the Jet. The Jet's just gonna have a shit time. You're running into Sonic Senseless, you're running into Trips. You don't have a Sova to clear it out as well, right? You only have a Fade. They have no way of breaking Trips unless they use Aftershock, and there's just only one Trip. Somebody is gonna walk into Trip. Somebody is gonna eat the Sonic Sensor. And that somebody is probably Jet. So Tommy Angelo, good luck to you, sir. However, like you said, right, they have a pretty split comp, right? On the side of Balbacua, you have double Sentinels. They can just kind of roam the map, walk around it, try and get kills. They are the player with the higher ranks, and by higher ranks, I mean like 400 RR higher, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
technically, they should have the better aim. And if it's a 1v1 duel that they're gonna take every single time, that definitely favors Balbacua as well. So P5, they have their work cut out for them, right? They have their really interesting comp as well. Omen. I think this looks like a comfort pick kind of comp. It doesn't really look like a pro composition, right? Because these agents that they use are quite individualistic, right? You have a Fade, not much flashes across the board as well. Double Initiator just for the Jet to go in. Omen, not the best smokes that you have. It's only something that you play with if you don't have a lineup, if you want to slowly work the map. Brim is the more obvious option here because people just hit the side, right? 3 smokes, bam. You cannot smoke a side with 2 smokes. That is just not possible. You have a hole somewhere.
Yeah. No, that's the one thing as well. Omen's going to take a lot of time to try and set them up. Once this attacking defender side swaps over, it's going to be really interesting to see how Ray kind of copes with having the slower end of the deal. It's why I really much prefer having a Brimstone. Even then, if you don't have a lineup for it, it's just having the capability to put down a lot of smokes within just a fraction of a second is just so much more impactful in terms of your ideal play is taking space. And even if you don't have said lineup, you still have the molly available to try and get crafty and get creative with it for post plants.
I was about to say, I smell a tech pause because that load time was way too long. And yep,
Yes.
tech pause is here. So we will be going for a tech pause. Start things off right. Right, typical day in Valorant tournaments. Tech pause to start the game. Completely normal.
I've ran this idea across one of my other TOs. It was just like, hey, why not when we're casting, assuming we're doing just a fun show match or something, we have like a little bingo card. And on the bingo card, there's tech pauses, substitutes, someone
knife
aces,
kill,
knife
okay.
kills, yeah.
It's so easy
Ares
to feel
round,
that
Odin
people
rounds. It's so, yeah, it would be so fun.
This
It would be
this-
so fun.
This tech pause thing is 100% hit on your bingo card. Has to be. Has to be.
Specifically, tech pause at start.
Oh. Yeah, that's common as well. I can tell you at least 70% of yeah, we see tech pause right at the beginning. Someone's gonna DC, someone got a val error, cannot log in, their internet died. I don't know, their cat bite their internet cable. It's all sorts of shenanigans going around. OB showing us a nice, overview of the map of Bind. I'm not too sure what the law of Bind is. Do you know?
The lore of Bind?
Yeah.
I cannot recall too much of my Valorant lore. I think the only time I got super interested with it was when Fracture kind of dropped because of its design cues. But in terms of Bind, no, I don't know too much in terms of the lore. It's just TP shenanigans. That's all. It's all the lore that I need to know.
Someone told me before, I think. It's something like Kingdom is taking over this it's Morocco, right? It's Cypher's map. So
I believe so.
Like the Kingdom is taking over and then they're kind of like halfway through the construction. So you like towards the shop house area, like shops. That's where like they haven't really taken over, but you can see as you progress on towards the bomb sites, that's where all the kingdom buildings, the excavators start coming in, and it starts looking a little bit more dystopian. So the map is kind of split in half like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I like the lore behind this map. It's a very nice map as well. I like Bind. I think it's a very fun map to play. But let's see if they are going to have any success in this attacking side for the side of P5. They are jumping right onto the side here. It's going to be Balbacua on the offense. Ray
Spike down
is the guy
A.
that draws first blood here. That's going to be Spike dropped in the mix. Every single player is here right now. 4 players on backside. No one is looking. U-Haul. Shintaro takes a little bit of punch off onto with Ray. Tommy Angelo gets one. Skylarvon is going to be here to equalize the scoreboard. Scratch that. He's going to give them the man advantage. The player inside U-Haul is going to be oblivious. Obvious. Sorry, not oblivious. Obvious. And he is kind of stuck. I am not sure if he's going to be able to walk out of there in one piece. Perhaps a stun for his teammate to walk out of spawn. That's going to be only Jay. And he is going to fall to Skylarvon. Skylarvon on for the ace. I think they have the man advantage for them to make it happen. Yeah, they want to give him the aces, but they're just jumping around the side, and it's obvious. Trying to deny getting the ace, but Skylarvon, yeah, he gets it. That is going to be the first round pistol ace for Balbacua.
Hats off to my Filipino friends. They're enjoying that one. Balbacua getting the pistol round and an ace to boot from Skylarvon. So I believe Skylarvon is their their sub as well.
Right there.
So
yeah, Skylarvon
quite the impression to make.
Have your sub just ace in the first round? Yeah, that's a statement right there.
I thought it was going to be troubling there for them losing Yanagi so early there. Maybe they couldn't refresh the smokes, but they handled it just fine. Positioning was just so much better on the side. So P5 now scrambling to see if they can make anything happen out of this round. Mayumin's already tagged down, I believe. Yeah, already, straight away. Trips are going to be handled instantly, just straight up face tanking it. TP play. Stuck by the wall.
Spike planted.
They're not sure which one to hit. Which wall to hit, they're not hitting the big one.
Oh god, oh no.
One enemy remaining.
That man is here to save the day. 4 kills his name. And that is a Batman. Right there, 4 kills. And that's more than halfway to that Deadlock ultimate already. It's very, very scary ultimate that Skylarvon has out already.
You know, if Batman's here and Wayne's on DSG, we never see these two in the same room. Yeah, there's a whole conspiracy.
Oh, yeah, no, they can't play on lens. It's not possible.
It's not possible. I've never seen both of them in the same room, in the same match.
Right.
Doesn't happen.
Right, doesn't happen. Batman
Crazy.
and Wayne. Nah.
Oh wait, I believe he has the arcade vandal there for a second.
Oh, really?
You might have been seeing it on Skylarvon. Oh god. Oh! What is that? from Tommy Angelo. Posted up onto the high ground, left with 1 HP, doubles up, but instantly naded out by Shintaro. So into the 3v3. Smokes are down, and TP is going to be heard here by Obvious. Smokes dissipating, and now into the standoff.
Yeah, both teams just waiting for their ciphers to come over and rotate to even out the man advantage here. So everyone is 3v3. They will be going to plant the spike. Guiding light towards the back of the side, trying to flash back out. Aftershock reveals his position. He dodges the flash as well, but Shintaro is not quite there. Only Jay down at only 30 HP, and it's going to be Cass Enjoyer, or his name is actually Boot. With that Spectre, cleans it up 0-3. They win the bonus, they retrieve 1 Phantom for their troubles, and that is definitely around. Batman with 7,000 in his bank. Boogie as well, another 7,000. They are maxed out on credits already on map number 4. Meanwhile, P5, they will be on that back burner. They have to just buy sheriffs and try and make it work.
Yeah, alright. Not too much in terms of how they handle the sites, nothing too crazy to point out. It's just the way that they do advance onto the sites are just very, very well done. They trade each other, they flash for their angles that they want, and they take the fights as unfairly as possible. So P5 have to try and cope with adapting to this kind of playstyle. It's a bit slower on the side. We'll see if only Jay can get this pick. He's getting pressed upon, and yeah, Batman gets that kill as well. And now the B site's completely open. Wall gonna go straight through onto the back area there to try and block off any players going into elbow, along with the smoke. And Shintaro is gonna be posted up all the way to the other side of this firing range.
I think he might have fat fingered the annihilation there. He just wanted to pull out the barrier mash, or what? Yanagi.
What?
That's not. Wait, oh, so low!
What is he doing?
Through the smoke? Or what? What is that? He killed 3!
Like I said, firing range. I mean, what else could they be doing? You've blocked them off in terms of the angle. You smoked them off. You've done the deep smoke as well to make sure they don't come in. No one has that timing. You've cleared out elbow just by looking into it. Where else could they possibly be? You didn't hear the TP. They would have TP'd already. Yeah, Yanagi just comes in, blind fires 3 right through the smoke. Rewarded for his troubles. Not even troubles. Rewarded for his ease.
I mean, at this point, he does have the auto strike available in 1. So does Boogie. So it's looking really, really good here if you are a Balbacua fan. Pushing. Okay, taking the initiative. I like this, but on the other side, Batman just holding the angle. Falls to Obvious. Boogie is here as well. He's gonna be re-aggressing all of this space in showers. There is already all 4 players on the side. Shintaro though, just flying in, going and taking all the duels for himself. Mei Yumin does find a kill in the form of Shintaro, and they do have the spike drop. 2v2 is gonna be Skylar Vaughn taking that first contact up against Ray. This one-way smoke is extremely annoying as well. Boogie holding it, not allowing Ray to swing out.
Last player standing.
Ooh, Sky
What is
swings
that?
right out of the smoke. One taps Ray out of existence. It's gonna be Mayumi in this U-Haul position. Position has been compromised. The spike will definitely go down as well. Trailblazer wide swings, but Skylar Vaughn is just sharper. This man is 7-2 on an absolute tear. He used the neural theft and is already halfway back at it.
To remind people that just joined in here, substitute, by the way.
Yeah, sub. He's a sub.
Substitute, by the way. Oh man.
He is sub, and I think his peak is the lowest. Oh, sorry, not lowest. There's another sub that's lower, but he is about 100 RR lower than the rest of the actual main team. But I mean, it's Radiant we're talking about, so it's still really, really sharp. And Skylar Vaughn definitely showing to us. What? Okay, come on. How many players died through smoke already?
Oh my god!
They're just running it out, they're just running them down. I said that there was going to be a firepower difference, but I was not expecting it to be this big.
Okay, yeah, just jumping around the corner. That's a crazy knife out, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really a firepower diff if you're just holding your knife. Boogie as well, getting a little bit
Last player standing.
too happy here, walking out. Nagi holds the angle for Boogie so that Cypher, only Jay can't just walk out of smoke and kill him. And yeah, it looks like Balbacua just running with it. 3 ultimates up, it's gonna be a showstopper. You have the Trailblazer, is that what that goes there?
Yeah.
Seekers, it's Seekers.
Seekers.
Trailblazer's the dog. Seekers, as well as Orbital Strike. These are very, very big ultimates, very impactful ultimates here. They can't really hold you all. You see the pings coming out? I think maybe they might want to Orbital Strike that, but they're just straight up pushing. Right, Blaze Storm available. We're just running in. And then you see Batman goes them down. Obvious takes the fight to them. Gets blasted by that showstopper. Very, very expensive round. All ultimates used. Orbital Strike as well as showstopper. And it's going to be only Jay. Shintaro holding that pixel angle. Puts a bullet in his head. We call it a day. 0-7 is the scoreline.
Usually I'm writing stuff down when I'm on this side of the cast. I don't have anything to write down. I like the only thing I can write down is, damn, Batman's hitting shots. Damn, their sub is hitting shots. Like they're rushing down the lane so fast, and P5s just cannot cope with the amount of speed that they have, nor the amount of shots. They're trying for some plans. We saw that earlier coming out of the triple swing coming up from B, but instantly just denied. They're just so brave to just spam it right through because they don't care if there's tracer firing coming through the smoke. They just want to get the site.
I've got your trail.
Only Jay's gonna post up here.
Seeker comes out. Second annihilation of the game. Not gonna catch out anyone. Only Jay gets hit by the Seekers. Completely blindsided. They're even playing Lurk, by the way. They have Cypher on the other side of the map. Skyvalon is in their spawn. They have to try and push in really, really quickly, but they're stopped by the Taylor boys.
Oh my god.
Jumping shot through the smoke once again, and Skyvalon with the flank. And it's 0-8. Perfect 5. They're just getting absolutely steamrolled. There's nothing else I can say.
Someone get a timer. We started 12 minutes ago, right? Or something along those lines.
You're right.
My watch is telling me like 12 minutes, I think, at least. God, what is this coming up from Balbacua? I mean, yeah, they were the favored ones coming in here, but this is... Can I look away? Can I cast looking away? This is rough to watch.
Yeah, it's really rough. I'm not sure if they want a timeout or what is the play here, right? I mean, they are just playing in spawn, I guess. Like, you can see on the minimap, only Jay is playing in spawn. Looking at camp site completely open. Their initiator has no one to initiate for because he's the only one on site. Has to fall back at the elbow. That's going to be a free side. There's no trips as well. So they will get that spike plant down, but you can see, right, Balbacua, they're doing their due diligence, they are checking their corners, they are looking around at the site. Finally, they think it's safe, they start to plant on the other side of the map, on the flank. That just got caught up, but Skylavon still gets the kill.
Yep, gets that kill as well. Shintaro getting the second one, so this retake is kind of live, but they're facing way too many losses, and yeah, Sharper on the shot. Tommy Angelo goes down, and there's only Jay going down as well with his teammate Obvious. 9-0. Balbacua are just not even taking this home. They took it home already, maybe, and are planning to stuff it in the basement.
It's time for timeout. I feel like, I mean, my personal non-professional caster experience, it's a little bit late, don't you think? It's 0-9.
A little bit late. I mean, if they could somehow scrap out 3 rounds, yeah, I get it. You could bring the ever elusive 9-3 curse out of this, but with the way Balbacua are just tackling these sites, yes, there is protocol to how they do it, but the moment they're in sight, it just doesn't seem like protocol stands anymore for them. It just kind of seems like they're doing their own thing individually.
Yeah, you're right. I feel like protocols, we haven't even seen retake yet. So for protocols, I don't even know what protocols there are. I mean, their protocol is that they get stopped by 1 barrier mash, and it stops them in spawn for 20,000 years. And
Yeah.
Calliber just goes on the flank and just kills them in their spawn. Like, I'm not quite seeing the protocols in place for V5. I really wish that they would show us a little bit more. Maybe You know, if you want to go for retake, then give the retake. We have some new build in place to try and work for it. But remember, like I said at the start of the cast, right, their team comp is very ranked-ish oriented, right? It doesn't look like a team comp you would bring into a tournament, just because it's not. How do I say this? Just like Jet, Omen. Like, these are very individualistic players, right? Like duelists, and you don't have much for your team here. You're playing for yourself. You have to go for the kills. If you don't kill, well, I'm sorry, you're kind of done. Obvious. Goes for the 2 kills here, traded out by Yanagi as well as Calliber, even out the scoreboard. Calliber on the side again, once again a rock. And will he die through smoke? Finally, Calliber is the one who gets a case of his own medicine. Mayumin and only Jay, this could be the round, and it is the first round for P5.
Okay, a little bit of a faster response came out of P5, but I believe that was Balbacua also kind of hitting the slightly stacked site there towards the start and getting a little bit delayed by the smoke. The shot right through to take out Calliber as well was huge, coming out from Mayumin after the TP play. So, a little bit of life, some life. I mean, some life.
Yeah, some signs of life for P5. I like the direction that they're taking it, right? Play together. You know, it's okay to just try and stack a side because you know that these players they have the confidence boost in them, right? They are 9 rounds up. They don't care. They will just hit side. There's no reason for them to stay sneaky, rotate left and right. No point in doing that. So the moment you hear something, just go and stack it. You know, at most you have Calliber, you know, in the flank somewhere, right? But that is fine. That's whatever, right? Stack the side. Calliber once again finds a kill. That's gonna be obvious. This Cypher is just doing so much work in containing P5 on the other side of the map. Meanwhile, Megumin as well as only Jay are the only players here that have to try and stop it. But Calliber has already taken out 2 on A, and that's their sign to rotate. That is a free rotation. Neural Theft spots out the player in U-Haul. Only one, they're gonna flush him out. Ray, I think it's time you run. I don't think you want to be here for much longer because they are just going to swing you. And even the Seas doesn't quite do it.
There's just no fear. Balbacua have absolutely no fear. A lot of the times, someone's holding that angle, maybe you kind of give it some space. No, doesn't matter for Balbacua. He's there. Swing him. That's my only deduction. I'm color casting, by the way.
Oh god. Calliber, I don't know, they know that he's flanked every round. You have to do something about it, right? You have to, I don't know, send 3 people for the push or what? Like, you have to do something about Calliber. You can't just let him walk in and just 1v1 your entire side. Shintaro not carrying the corner, still manages to pump that showstopper out of there. Yanagi goes down obvious, and the flank, they break the drip to try and give a little bit of pressure. Batman, he's in the shadows, he's in deep.
Cage triggered.
But hey, there's nothing really much he can do. Calliber is smelling a flank. And I think it's about time. Yeah, gets a kill. As you know that there's another player on the flank as well. Highly likely, and that's gonna be Boogie clearing it up. We are 11-1 at the half.
Switching sides.
Oh boy, okay.
Come on!
If there's any time they need to try something, it would be when the sides have swapped. Yeah, again, I really do believe this just comes down to one, I mean, yeah, there's a lack of preparation when it comes to this kind of thing. And it's very obvious. The team comp doesn't help either. It's very spread out. It's very... A lot of the pieces don't work too well together, and at the times that they try and find some sort of synergy, it's in the scuffle. Which is way too late.
The thing is, they just lost their defense half against double sentinel comp. Now they are having to attack into a double sentinel comp. How? I'm not too sure how. They dodged the stun, good. Trap play here with the nade as well. So they will all have to fall back out of there. He's found his way into the teleporter. That is going to be Mayumin. Shintaro, a little bit aggressive here. Gets caught out. I think they spot the barrel of Batman as well. He's gonna get spammed out. And that is a fantastic half. A little bit over aggressive. from the side of Balbacua. And now P5, they have this pistol round pretty much in the bag. I don't believe that they can actually toss a 5v2. I hope they don't prove me wrong.
Oh, you never know. Skylar Vaughn's still alive. If there's anyone to try and hit shots this way and be set up, might be him. So into the 1-on-5. First shot's good. Second one coming through around the corner. He's dropped down. Second one is good. Third one, oh, just a little bit too high. It looked a little bit possible, a little bit scary that he's still hitting shots like that. But no. So pistol round goes the way into P5. A little bit of leeway to try and work with the economy. We'll see if Balbacua can maybe up the ante here with the Sheriff buys.
Yeah, Balbacua, they are disciplined, to say the least. Right there. If you were 11 runs to 2, I would say force. And just try and just close it out. But they opt to go for the Sheriff. They'd rather, take it chill. Right? Buy up the Vandals next round. And just relax. Balbacua, with their money low, they decide to go for a little bit of a push here. Oh, this is gonna be definitely... Oh, he just dies to paint shells! They're just seized and deceased. No way for you to go anywhere. Do they retrieve any guns? No, they do not. So the spike still goes the way of P5, but they have dropped all their guns. If they decide to go towards B, they will be donating guns here. They expect Balbacua to push up for guns. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. And look at them, they're just so scared. They don't know where to go. They have to look showers. They have to look mid. They're just chilling right now. Taking it slow.
Yeah, taking it slow is probably the best way they can do this. A lot of time still left for them, and they can find their fights here, but this will give it away. Eye goes up all the way onto the roof here. We saw it last round. That's when they managed to get in. Yanagi posts it up, misses his first shot already, has to reposition. Oh, the flick back from Mayumin is even better. He tries again, but Skylar Vaughn hits the shot long range. Into the 1-on-2 we go. 30 seconds for Tommy Angelo to try and bring this third round alive for his team. Try and keep whatever semblance of life they have, keep it going. But oh, it's just Skylar Vaughn. He's just so much sharper on the trigger, on the crosshair placement. Match point for Balbacua.
At this point, I think they just sealed the deal winning that bonus round. They have Vandals across the board. Skylar Vaughn is rich. If he really wanted to, he could just throw away this Bulldog and buy a Vandal so that they all have rifles up and running. Meanwhile, P5, they're broke. Spectres, Bulldogs, one Vandal on the Omen. Jet is just straight up broke. He has nothing. He's a Sheriff with no armor. In fact, no, Spectre with light armor. He opts to go for that. And right now, if you're a Balbacua, you're coasting, right? There's no reason for you to push. Meanwhile, Batman, he just doesn't give a hoot. He's just gonna push either way. Doesn't care if he donates the gun, whatever, right? Goes for it. Mayumin throws out the Prowler in the showers and spots out one player. But is he ready? Shintaro here.
They are absolutely not ready for that one. Stuck into the corner is a double kill going through. Even a satchel into the third is how he ends it. A flawless round, 13-2. Balbacua not only took it home, stuffed it in the basement, and locked it in there.
Yeah, very, very, very dominant performance by Balbacua. They played super well. I think Skylar Vaughn undoubtedly the MVP of this game. He is just caused so much trouble for P5 on the other side of the map. Every round he's on A, every round on the lurk. He's finding kills left and right. Extremely impactful player. And I mean, hey, this is Bind. It's pretty tough. We know that P5 have it rough coming into this play against Balbacua. Still, they do show pretty well. They got 2 rounds. Okay, that's pretty good.
It's something.
Yeah, especially playing into a comp like this, a team. Unfortunately, though, that was their map pick, I'm pretty sure, right? So going into Haven. Oh, Balbacua, they might have something prepared here for P5. So P5, they might need to take a breather. We should take a breather as well before we go into this map of Haven. So we will be going for a quick break. So don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back.
saya Tiffany Oling Lim dan saya adalah atlet e-sukan Malaysia. Saya telah terlibat dalam dunia e-sukan selama 10 tahun. Saya juga salah seorang ahli pasukan Malaysia untuk kategori permainan Dota 2 yang telah memenangi pingat emas di Commonwealth Esports Championships 2022. Kesihatan seringkali dikaitkan dengan prestasi pemain sukan. Tetapi di dalam konteks e-sukan pula, adakah aplikasi sains dan perubatan juga diambil berat? Memperkenalkan NASDAQ. NASDAQ adalah garis panduan pembangunan sukan elektronik kebangsaan. NASDAQ merupakan garis panduan spesifik yang dibangunkan bagi memperincikan tindakan-tindakan yang menyokong pelaksanaan strategi-strategi yang terkandung di bawah Plan Strategik Sukan Elektronik yang telah dilancarkan oleh Kementerian Belia dan Sukan. Kita tahu bahawa industri ini sangat popular dan berkembang dengan pesat. Walau bagaimanapun, penyelidikan saintifik mengenai implikasi kesihatan dan prestasi atlet e-sukan masih di peringkat awal. Oleh sebab itu, Kementerian Belia dan Sukan dengan kerjasama Institut Sukan Negara telah mewujudkan garis panduan bagi penggunaan sains dan perubatan sukan kepada penggiat industri e-sukan. Di peringkat komuniti, pendedahan dan pemahaman mengenai aplikasi sains dan perubatan dalam e-sukan dapat membentuk komuniti yang sihat, cergas dan harmoni. Atlet e-sukan Malaysia juga dapat mencapai kejayaan berasaskan aplikasi evidence-based approach di pertandingan e-sukan peringkat antarabangsa. Dan di peringkat industri, perkembangan aplikasi sains dan perubatan sukan dapat memberi kesan positif untuk mengembangkan bakat-bakat e-sukan. Ini pastinya akan menaikkan lagi profesionalisme dalam kalangan atlet e-sukan, selari dengan penggunaan sains dan perubatan dalam sukan konvensional yang telah lama diterapkan. Topik-topik yang terkandung di dalam teras 6 adalah kecergasan fizikal dan pemulihan, pengurusan kecederaan muskuloskeletal dalam e-sukan, pemakanan, kesihatan penglihatan dan pendengaran, dan aplikasi psikologi dan kesejahteraan mental. Topik-topik yang terkandung di dalam teras 6 adalah kecergasan fizikal dan pemulihan, pengurusan kecederaan muskuloskeletal dalam e-sukan, pemakanan, kesihatan penglihatan dan pendengaran, dan aplikasi psikologi dan kesejahteraan mental. Jadi, bagaimana topik-topik tersebut dapat membantu para pemain dan pasukan? Yang pertama, memastikan para pemain berada di dalam keadaan fizikal yang optimum. Yang kedua, mengelak dan merawat kecederaan-kecederaan umum. Yang ketiga, pemain juga perlu memastikan pemakanan terjaga. Yang keempat, penjagaan mata dan telinga sebagai alat utama untuk bersaing. Dan yang terakhir, memastikan para pemain dan pasukan mempunyai kekuatan dan kesihatan mental yang tinggi. Itulah dia sedikit penerangan mengenai aplikasi sains dan perubatan sukan dalam e-sukan bagi memastikan pembangunan atlet dan bakat yang mampan. Penggunaan teras ini amatlah disyorkan supaya mereka semua dapat berlatih dan bersaing dengan keadaan fizikal dan mental yang paling optimum. Untuk mengetahui lebih lanjut mengenai National Esports Development Guideline atau NASDAQ Teras 6 dan teras-teras lain, layari www.nasdaq.my. Kementerian Belia dan Sukan mengalu-alukan sebarang maklum balas dan cadangan bagi penambahbaikan NASDAQ.
Setiap orang mempunyai impian yang berbeza-beza. Nak jadi kebanggaan ibu bapa. Ada yang nak jadi usahawan berjaya. Nak jadi gamer. Senang kata, kita semua ada cita-cita. Dan tak kira apa pun impian kita, semua itu boleh jadi nyata. Yang penting, rebut peluang, usaha, Kerjasama, kita terus semara sehingga impian menjadi milik kita bersama.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to Hidden Gem Chapter 2 Vortex Tournament. It was over by the Berryfam people. I'd like to talk about a little bit over on the side of KBS there. They were talking about the science and the health, using the science for the health of the athletes competing. Honestly, that's not talked about too much, and I quite enjoy having the health of the players looked out over anytime when it comes to competing, esports or otherwise. However, in terms of health, Perfect 5 not looking in the best shape after getting, what was it, 13-2, 13-3 by Balbacua, a straight dominance showing.
Yeah, at this point, I think it only gets, I hate to say it, but it only gets worse. Even the 3-side map, you need good synergy to play. And 3-side map means on the defense, you're forced to play even more 1v1s. Where you have to win it, you have to break the defense open if you're on the attack. So that just makes it even harder for P5 to take this map, just because they are just on the back foot when it comes to gunfights. Right, and Skyler, if you think lurking on one side is crazy, this guy is gonna lurk all over the place with a 3-side map. So they have to, you know what, whenever they're coming, right, there's like, where is this Skyler? Just look behind you, man. He's probably there. I was just start turning around. He's probably there, behind you, right there.
Instantly the barriers drop. All right, guys, we're pinched.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. You talked about earlier, some sort of defense that they could put up is maybe putting like 3 players against Skyler Vaughn. The thing is, the round where there were 3 players on one side, he killed 2. Yeah, he killed 2.
He's too long.
And if he had the courage to do it, I'm very sure he would have just rounded truck and probably just killed Ray as well and gotten his 3k.
Yeah, it was insane that he managed to get 3 there, and they had no answer for Skyler whatsoever as well. They didn't push him S3. I mean, they tried the next round, but I guess Balbacua were ready for it, so they had like 5 people there. They just brawled it out. It seems like the teams are ready, so we will be heading right into Agent Select. And I'm seeing Neon, I think. I don't see a world where no one wants to pick Neon on this map. Unless they do not have Neon players, which is quite rare.
It would be the easier thing to kind of adapt your duelist to.
Jet.
And yeah, well, look at, there's a Jet coming through.
Neon, yeah.
So that's a bit more standardized.
The team has Neon on them.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, like I said, right, the way that Perfect 5 are playing, it's very ranked. Like, they don't have players that can suit the meta right now. Comfort pick for Tommy Angelo, obviously he's playing Jet. So to him, that's comfortable. But comfortable does not equate to, doing well. I mean, yeah, you do well, you do better on your comfort agents, but at a certain point in the meta, I don't think a Jet is going to ever beat Neon in terms of how he can entry, how he can make use of the concuss. You can only dash in one straight line. Neon can slide in 6 directions, right? So in terms of that, it doesn't matter what you're comfortable with. Neon is just better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The time it takes for you to dash from one point to the other, your hands out, no gun, you have to reset it. The time it takes for you to slide out as Neon, you can look at whichever angle you chose, like you said, 6 different directions to slide in, and you can just choose which angle, gun up, take the 1 tap, maybe hit it, maybe not. Regardless, you're just way more dangerous.
Yeah. So mirror comp, except there's only a difference in duelist, but I think that is a very, very, very big difference when it comes to Neon versus Jet. In this current meta, I mean, back then, before the buffs, before the double slide, whatever, I think Jet and Neon, you would say negligible, right? But if you want to talk about now, double slide, faster pulling out of the gun, right? First shot accuracy, whatever nonsense that Neon has, it's just too much. Like, there's a difference between comfort and it's just meta is better. And in this case, it doesn't matter how comfortable you are, meta is better. And Neon is just the best possible duelist right now. So if you don't have a Neon player on your team, I'm really sorry. You are definitely playing at a disadvantage throughout this entire map. Right, so in this case, we do see that it's gonna be P5 on attack. They chose attack because they know that, you know, attack, it is pretty attacker-sided. Good news for them, they do have a Sova this time, so they will be able to break the trips. And right now it's gonna be Boogie, well as Batman, holding down this side as well as Garage.
Alright, nice little lineup to catch the underbit of the roof. That's one of the best arrows you can put as a Sova to clear out a lot of the angles. But instantly, Boogie's going to be the first one to try and take initiative. So this Batman as well finds that flick somehow onto Mayumin. And also the kill onto Ray right into the smoke. A nice little spam. There's a nice kill coming out from Skylar Vaughn as well onto only Jay. Oh boy. Prospects are, well, they were low at first. We might be looking at none.
Yeah, it's okay. Benefit of the doubt. It's kind of hard to shoot. It's kind of hard to shoot the sliding Neon on the pistol round. Right, you only have this. You only have that much bullets. I'm out of here. You don't have enough.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he ran out of bullets. Like, he just took out his knife and knifed him. Whatever the case is still pedal to the metal. It's gonna be silent.
Okay, a little bit too egregious in terms of the swing there. The slide came in and he just couldn't move his mouse further left for the shot. So he does go down early here. They've lost two. If they manage to get Shintaro, they do have a chance to try and pry this site open before the defense comes in fully. Oh, but Shintaro is just much sharper on the trigger. He manages to get one right before he goes down here by Tommy Angelo. The shotgun is up. Ray gets that second kill as well. And now it's just up to a Batman all the way from behind.
Yeah, Batman is gonna catch Ray. Reloading is gone, but there is a Bucky right around the corner. And unfortunately, or rather fortunately for P5, Balbacua decided that they just wanted to run into them. And with that in mind, they do manage to win the bonus round. Good for them, they really need it. And yeah, Balbacua, they do go for this crazy buy to Bucky Randals across the board. Somehow they still have money. I think they didn't buy last round, they only had gold. I think only one player had like a Guardian, which was Boogie, and therefore he will be on that Sheriff full armor.
Revealing area.
And yeah, the C-oriented push from P5. They look like they want to aggress towards this C side. There's a Bucky in garage, so that's not somewhere you want to, you know, walk into. Mid has been taken by Yanagi as well. He's pushing up into window. A lot of space already taken over by the side of Balbacua. But there's no sound being made as well because the P5 player is just chilling in spawn.
Spike down, attacker spawn.
And they know this is just they know this is just fake pressure. Spike is still there. They don't have to react to anything.
Yeah, Nagi tried to go for more, but manages to get caught out here by only Jay. Oh, timing's gonna be everything. Takes the shot as well. Batman is gonna fade away, trying not to get spammed out through the smoke. So Spike is still there, they know that. But no one's going to try and pressure them through the window side here. There's going to be a bit of spam coming through, but nothing landing too much here. Calliber's getting ready to try and catch them on the surprise in case they re-hit.
I have the spike.
But so far, they are going to plan their way out into A. They're slowly making their advance, and if they have this timing, they might actually be able to catch out a spot for themselves to set up this post plant. Shintaro sitting up over onto Heaven, waiting for any sort of movement, and the timing is starting to play into their minds now. They should know that this is going to be the hit. All three players now sitting there. The neon wall is going to block off all of the angles. There's the first kill coming in from Shintaro. Second one is good as well. Tommy Angelo is stuck down here in hell, and he just gets domed upon by Boogie.
Wow. I mean, they played that well, P5. I think they could have won that round. They just played it a little bit too safe. They were so scared because they had no control of the map whatsoever. Meanwhile, you see that Balbacua, they have actually pushed up mid. They've taken a lot of initiative in how much space they want to take on the map. And P5, they just lost all that space. So even though they did manage to find a few trades here and there in mid, when it comes to A, they need to re-clear everything. And they shift walk re-clear. So it was really slow. That gave, Balbacua the time that they needed to try and readjust here. Ooh, Skylar gets stunned up. Has to fall back. Chintaro doesn't. Re-aggressive.
Oh, the slide out is so good. Second kill comes through as well for both Skylar Vaughn and Shintaro. And again, it's gonna be Boogie for the final kill.
Neon is kind of insane. He was playing Sentinel as well. Can you imagine? Going from Sentinel to the only duelist on your team. Neon.
Yeah, I mean sometimes that's just the way it's done. I can't remember which player it was over on Kizuna who kind of had the same tendencies to play the Cypher but also have the aim enough to play the duelist. So
yeah. Oh, Shinsei. You're talking about Shinsei?
Yeah, Shinsei. Yeah. So it's not too uncommon. My boy Shinsei.
My boy Shinsei.
Shout out one time.
Go, go, go.
Getting caught by the tripwire here, and it's not going to advance too much yet. Only Jay. Oh, that might have been heard. Oh, he just does it to him. That's disgusting. Now he's just in spawn. Skylar Vaughn's all the way there. He's just going to look for the wraparound. Batman's going to stick here up over onto the high ground. Hunter's Fury comes out, tags down Tommy Angelo. Second charge is not going to hit him. Oh, but the angle for the headshot is just better for Batman. And even if that didn't hit, the shot dart would have dropped down kill coming from above. Batman tendency is sure. And here's Ray trying to clutch up into the 1v4. First kill is good. He tries to TP away and he just manages to get around the corner. Shoulder is going to be seen. Doesn't even matter. Yanagi clears it out. 4-1.
Yeah, great round, I guess. Just looking at the ultimate economy, we do have the overdrive available from the shadows and from the shadows as well as the Euro Theft. Not something that is crazy. It could be insane actually because mow him down. They are getting kills all over the place, so I think that it could be very useful to have these ultimates available. From the shadows on this map is also extremely usable as well. Shintaro just wants to go for this ultimate orb. Not going to be contested, but he's just tapping it just to see if there's any sort of reaction. But the fishes are not fighting today. Here's the run up. And I think it's time for Shintaro to back his way out of there. Shock dart is good. Lands on OJ. Shintaro swings short. Gets one, traded out by Ray. Now they hit the side.
Yanagi's up for it. Oh, he's stunned out, but Ray's not going to try and re-swing that. Paranoia does go through. He has all the time for it. Just goes out. And yeah, the spray is even better, but almost in a blink of an eye. It's Boogie and Skylar Vaughn just taking out everyone trying for this site. Instantly, we're on to the next round.
Yeah, I mean, their money is good. I mean, they only lost that one round, which was their bonus. So they won it back anyway, and now they're not really losing much players. Like, when it was a one-sided affair on the map of Todak versus 8th place, the money wasn't looking like this because there were trades coming all over the place, right? It was very close rounds. They do come out on top, but they lost like 3 players. Right now, nobody's dying on the side of Balbacua, and they're just rolling in the money right now. They're not insane. The only time they die is when Skylar Vaughn is just running it down, which is exactly what's happening. But Shintaro and Boogie still managed to go for the trade, and they're just stuck in spawn, man.
One enemy remaining.
This is illegal. This should be illegal. Tommy Angelo now has to play full-on like tower defense. It doesn't even matter. Batman just comes in from the side, headshots him. Yeah, the Arcane Vandal is going to be picked up. It's seeing a lot of usage at least.
Yeah, this Arcane Vandal is being recycled, becoming an heirloom. Recycled for the past 5 rounds or something.
Yeah, 4 or 5 rounds. Pick apart someone's brain here, Lemon. What even would be the play?
At this point, I
Get out of my way!
If I was on this team, I have no idea. I mean, they have to do something, right? You see that Gray has taken the aggression, managed to take out Skylar Vaughn, a very cheeky updraft here, scans out 2 players. They do lose Skylar Vaughn, so that's good. But Shintaro just wants to go for the fight, he just wants to swing.
Spends on 50 HP and he's trying to go for this. Yanagi gonna take that same position, but this hold gonna be huge, but he's gonna get spotted. Oh, the spray is just there. It's just much better. Obvious goes straight for the kill into Yanagi. Clears 2 of them. Tries to confirm the 3rd, but caught mid-reload. Batman is now gonna fade away, 14 HP. He's not gonna be able to capitalize on this kill, and now Boogie is set up over onto high ground. He's gonna TP all the way onto the other side. Both Omens are gonna play for this. Oh, but a Batman, he's lurking around the corner. Deadly as ever, he takes out his counterpart, so now left into the 1-on-2, and already Ray finds Boogie. And this is so doable. Health disadvantage is pretty much evident here. 1 bullet would do it, but then again, who's sharper in the trigger? Who's faster to find the other one? Who decides your fate and who brings it to you?
Oh my god, it's Batman. All down to Batman. He's looking spawn as well. He catches the timing in garage. Oh, he fixed it. But he's still looking at spawn. He needs to have his gun up, but he's not gonna expect this. Batman falls.
One of the few times.
Yeah, one of the few times Batman actually falls. But hey, in order to be a superhero, you need some progression as well, right? There has to be some sort of resistance. And already doing better than their first map. They have secured the 2 rounds. Not too bad. They want to go for push again. They're just trying to pin P5 in their spawn right now. They're just having fun. Rolling Thunder right down the middle, which is absolutely insane. Okay, this is just going to allow Skylar Vaughn to just run up at them. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. Rolling Thunder stuns out. Skylar Vaughn gets banned, traded out by Tommy Angelo. You win? Not gonna happen.
Even with the scan, he's already stunned. Fire rate slowed down to a crawl. Tommy Angelo gets that pick onto Yanagi. Doesn't even matter. Obvious goes down over to Batman here. Left into this 1-on-3. Good second shot, nearly for the ace, but too much pressure when he's swung upon with lethal abundance.
It's really difficult to say like what they should do right now, 'cause at this point, there's really nothing much you can do. Right? You're getting pinned in spawn. The enemy is just spamming utility at you. They don't care. Right? They don't care. So right now, Sheriff's on P5. They're just forced into this cycle of, well, we're saving. Yeah, we're saving. We're just saving, and then we buy, and then we lose, and then we save again.
Yeah,
Yanagi, no, it's not.
It's a brutal cycle.
I don't even know if he's even gonna get to use this up, because Skylar Vaughn is dead. It's a duel here. Drops to Mayumi. Beautiful headshot. It's gonna be a Vandal retrieved as well. But Batman once again lurks in the wings.
Nearly got that tap through the smoke as well. He goes up for it. Oh, spray goes wild, but it doesn't land. Mayumin gets that kill as well into Batman. But look at the HP values for the entirety of P5. Hunter's Fury is going to be used up. Is it going to tag anyone? Oh, just barely. Mayumin goes for the return back with this Hunter's Fury. It hits back Yanagi, and that off. Somehow, it does get used a second time as well. Oh, yeah, everyone is 1 HP and they have to try and advance for this, but this is going to be so rough. And oh my gosh! The Rolling Thunder nearly comes out just a syllable before he's shut down. Mayumin's trapped in this corner. Only Jay gets to spam right through the smoke, and there's the headshot as well. It's a Thrifty coming out from P5.
I mean, insult to injury, right? They stuffed the Rolling Thunder, and this is nothing comes out, unfortunately, but that's gonna be the ultimate use. They do get the round though, so it's fine, I guess. It's not too bad.
A syllable. I heard a syllable, and he stopped talking. Yeah. Gosh. All right, 7-3.
This goes
here.
Well, in terms of prospects, not nothing. Like I mentioned, a bit better. Raffles across the board. Let's see how they handle this round this time. If they can get a 4th, maybe things shape up.
It seems like they probably don't want to give them the chance either way, right? They're playing a little bit more normal now. Only Jay is just playing in spawn. This guy is horrified. It's like, I know you're coming, Shintaro. I know you're flanking. Show yourself. just gonna be in spawn, holding it, but they're just entering the site right now. But Batman is here.
And he's found a sliver, a little nook to hide in. He does get one, but traded out almost instantly. Ray doubles up, takes down both players as well. Wide swing is not going to be enough. Yanagi goes down. Oh, looking the wrong way, but Ray managed to just flick back in time. Takes out Yanagi. So into the 2-on-1, and now Shintaro has to try and clutch this up. He has his full HP. He has his full util. But he has to be really careful. Spike just got picked up. He's finding the angle. He finds 1 second swing. It's not going to be there. Damage done just a little bit, and TP is going to be heard. It's just going to be a bit of mind games now. Yeah, from the shadows is going to be used here. He's not going to cancel it. He's going to go straight for the A plant. Taro has to make this long lurk.
Spike planted.
Long rotation.
Ray is right now. It's just a Ray show. Right? Ray has been playing out of his mind. He's the one that has been, bringing these rounds, making it possible for P5 to even find these rounds. Playing up in heaven, no teleport available. Or he might just go for the wraparound. And Shintaro has to look behind. There is no time. He's in your spawn, buddy.
Oh!
Ooh! The shock dart would have killed him, actually.
Yeah, the shock dart. So shock dart probably would have killed him. That's a little bit scary, but yeah, Ray, good clutch coming in from his end. Caught out a little bit his teammates, but manages to save it in the end. So yeah, they managed to get 4. This does look a little bit better. One more would kind of make things into a workable scoreline for P5 here.
Definitely, I think. But it also comes down to whether or not Balbacua are gonna keep pushing. Right? They haven't played defense at all. This has been attacking side for Balbacua. They're pushing into the spawn.
Scanning ahead
of P5. Good adaptation though for P5. They have been stopping the push for quite a while now. Shintaro once again going for the aggressive peek. The shock dart comes through, does quite a bit of damage there. Shintaro is brought down to just a sliver of health.
Somebody's still alive. Oh yeah, there we go. Ray finally gets that kill. Not too much HP for Shintaro to even work with, so one bullet would do it. Oh, Judge coming in, sliding in, and yeah, instantly goes down. Uses the overdrive, but instantly denied from getting any sort of impact for it. So already they're up numbers, and they're looking to rotate all the, around the world, all the way. And they might actually catch this timing. Their first obstacle here is going to be Boogie. He's already in. There's the stun, it comes out and he has to back up already. He's not going to be winning fights if his fire rate's slowed down to a crawl. Has it back, fights the guy with the knives, goes down as well. 3 from 3. Oh, Yanagi, yeah, he's getting caught out in just the worst position. He's getting trapped here, so now left again into this 1-on-1. Only Jay versus Boogie. Position not made just yet, and there is a health advantage coming through, but if the wall bang goes through, it might be a whole different story. Oh, he's caught out! Surprised completely by the positioning. 7-5 is where we're going to end this on this half.
Even that bad of a half.
Not too bad.
Not even that bad.
It's a good recovery, all things considered.
Yeah, really decent. I think that they're doing well. But it's going to be attack now, right? And they have to deal with this Neon somehow or another. And I think we're about to see some shenanigans here from Calliber on this Neon. We have seen how he played on the defensive half, and if that was defense, what is offense, right?
Oh yeah. We'll have to see who answers what. Honestly?
Straight run it, eh?
Yeah, maybe. We're seeing the pings come out, we're seeing them try for it, and if there's anything that Skylar would want to do here is be completely in their face, completely aggressive. Utility coming through. Yeah, it is going to be a Cypher site. We see the trip already. They hold it just a little bit. They see that first trip. Second trip is a bit higher. He might get caught out. Yes, he does, but he slides through it regardless. The movement is not going to be stopped, and so many of these players are now into the site. It's filling up red on the kill feed. Oh, and it's falling apart for P5. Even though it's a Cypher site, it just doesn't matter when you just have this unstoppable being that is Skylar Vaughn on the Neon. Only Jay now left to try and clutch this up into the 1v4. A classic in hand, no armor, down to 80 HP. He's getting swung upon, does get that headshot onto his counterpart, but his triple high-low setup onto one angle, he would need a better gun for it. Never mind, gets that second one, but now down to 5 HP. Dwindling away are his chances, and it's just the spam that gets him in the end.
Yeah, really good attack. So this is the difference between having a Jet and a Neon, right? Neon, you can run into a trip, you can slide in safety. Jet, you're pretty much dashing into the trip, so then you are just dead. Right? You get rubber band back, it's done. And Neon also, you have double slides, right? You don't have double dash with that. That's just the big difference when it comes to dealing with Cypher setups as these two duelists. And yeah, right now, the Neon definitely has the upper hand. So going into this, they do buy out. Skylar Vaughn has the Duck, and there's absolutely nobody on the site, so there's gonna be a free plant there. They stacked B. They expected a B push. Unfortunately, their guess went awry, and that is not the site that's gonna be hit. Spike's gonna be down. They're gonna be playing all the way. They're playing on site actually, which is quite interesting. A bit of a different approach as compared to when P5 hit the C site. But I think it's gonna be explosive really soon.
Yep, gunshots are gonna be heard, and Skylar Vaughn's itching to pull this trigger. There's the first one, second one is there as well. He slides through, instantly denies obvious any sort of impact, and Ray finally takes down this beast of a player. But he gets flash, he's getting pushed upon, headshot not landed just yet, but Boogie does take him down. A flank coming in from only Jay is their last remnants of hope, and he just gets caught by the tripwire. No time. It is gonna be the 9th round one for Balbacua.
I can't see them yet.
Yeah, 9 rounds for Balbacua. They do have money if they want to force out some Vandals here, try and secure map number 10 to bring them over to double digits. But I think that just a half buy would do. Right, there's no reason to go too crazy. Skylar Vaughn is just 2 ultimate orbs away from having the overdrive up and running. So that is definitely something that P5 need to take notice of, because you don't want to run into a Neon with overdrive at what, round number 4, right? Obvious gets stunned up.
There they are.
The recon dart, he sees it flying, this guy just eyeballing it, shoots it. Yanagi though does take out the stunned up obvious, and Skylar Vaughn has taken residence in this window here.
Down some point of HP, but doesn't even matter. Close range Phantom. Yeah, it's gonna land the one-shot headshot anyway. Oh, Spam might have gotten Ray there, but he ducks under the spray line. Yanagi gets the kill onto Tommy Angelo as well. Window fight goes Ray's way, actually. Batman does lose that out, but Yanagi triples up so far. Left onto this 1-on-3 is Ray. And yeah, like you said, Ray has been the only kind of performer here on this team so far. 16 kills and up, but this is a lot to ask. Oh, he just looks away, 35 HP, Shintaro-san came down, good headshot, gets stunned all the way from C-side, and yeah, dies to Boogie as well. 10-5, they're now in the double-digit range.
Skylar Vaughn has ultimate up as well, he died, so overdrive is available. They can just run it onto whatever side that they want at the moment though. It's gonna be the A side, which is the residence of the Cypher. Batman is there. You do not want to run into Batman. Sorry, not Batman. Who is it? Only Jay. Right. Batman.
I mean, you also don't want to run into Batman.
Yeah, you also don't want to run into Batman because this guy is 17-9. Okay, this Batman will definitely win the gunfight. But Yumin, the back of the side, I think he just gives you a play for the retake. You do not want to fight against a Neon. You will definitely lose, especially when you do not have Cypher utility here. So right now, it's just going to be retakes on retakes, right? There's pretty much no way that they can hold the site against all the concussors and the flashes from Balbacua. But hey, look at this. Ray's on the flank.
Yeah, they have to wait for it, but the more time flies, and the more this flank is worked upon, they're gonna know. Why aren't they pushing yet? Surely someone's coming on the flank, and the trip, the moment that's broken, yeah, it's gonna be the player. I mean,
TP's over.
Does TP through, yeah, TP's over. Oh, Shintaro gets that kill as well with the Odin. Obvious, domes out Skylar Vaughn, but doesn't even matter. The Odin continues its tear, and so does Batman, and Yanagi finalizes it on the kill with only Jay.
Yeah, and Batman was looking flank as well. You think you can outsmart Batman? Nah.
Nah.
Nah. Batman.
Oh man. Might be a early day for Batman. goes back to the Batcave.
Yeah, it's like
kills there. Yeah.
Wait, what spray is that? I haven't seen that one. The pig with the money. Interesting. Bucky on Skylevel. I think the overdrive is in order. A quick push out here from the defender side. By Yumin gets a kill off your feet. Rolling Thunder. Everything in the kitchen sink is being thrown for, well, obvious reasons. But Yanagi has found his way onto Seaside regardless.
Okay, two players are kind of trapped here over in Cubby. Drone's going to be used. It's looking the other way, but now they know there's utility being used, and somehow he doubles up. He looks back around, waits for the headshot angle as well. Yanagi somehow, some way, finds himself past garage position, takes out two players on a double swing, turns around for the fourth as well. What is that? And he takes Batman's place on the 17-9 scoreline instead. Batman going higher into 19 kills.
Yeah, Batman is ascending. This guy is on a tear, and we are at series point P5, 1 round away from getting eliminated from Berryfam Vortex 2. Now, they just think to send it A, right? Because of the Vandal buy from only J, there is no utility on this A side. So completely free for the taking for Skyleborn. He's gonna slide right on the side. Dual tap is activated as well. He wants to go for more. He wants to go for stats right now. He's just swinging in, but gets dinged by Tommy Angelo. Cast player finds out this. Hunter's Fury is going to be used as well. Tags down by Yumin. The last player alive. Tagged down the 80 HP, and this could be it, folks. This could be the nail in the coffin, and the shock dart ends it all. The dreams of P5, and here and Balbacua advance further on in the bracket.
GG, well played to them. Just across the board, the skill set that Balbacua brings to the table is just immense. And while P5 were struggling on that first map, this second map looked a little bit livelier, but again, the moment it just turned around in terms of the sides, protocols, man, protocols, individual plays, it just went Balbacua's way. Yanagi's going to lead the way with 18 kills being the MVP, but just behind him is 1 kill higher is going to be Batman, so he's going to call it a day and go to the Batcave early with the victory.
Yeah, Batman has an early night today. I mean, they showed us why they are the, well, quote-unquote kings of Philippines, because they just won that tournament, and they played really well. So yeah, congratulations to both Balbacua as well as Todak from earlier on today, and a really nice try from, you know, P5 as well as 8th place, who showed a pretty good showing. Right, so well done to them. I hope they continue to participate in future tournaments and, you know, hone their skills, and I really want to see more of these players around.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, past everything also, thank you to also the sponsors, strategic partners as well, and everyone that supported for everything. I don't have too much in terms of closing words, simply because today, while there's not too much to kind of dissect in terms of how the matches went, there's a lot of potential. Yes, like you said before, there's a hidden gem tournament. We're supposed to find players that are just in the unknown that could be thrusted into the limelight. And, well, we might be finding a few more from other places. So that would be my final statement. Anything else to add?
Yeah, of course. Today was a fantastic day. I think we had really a lot of fun watching all these games. But of course, tomorrow as well is going to be more intense gameplay, right? We have Bigatron Arctic up against Raw. We have 0-7 up against Arf Academy. So these two teams as well, really insane. The casters tomorrow will be Shadow Banjo and Inflict. So you guys will definitely want to check that out. Once again, like you said, right? Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to Berryfam for organizing this. This will not be our last cast. We'll be back on Friday. So you guys at home, have a good rest. Right? It's been an awesome day of Valorant for us. My name is Lemon, and with me is Lott Calliber. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.
That's why they call me undisputed. I'm breaking up another season. I've been up on my stats. Now would you look at that? Undefeated, locked and loaded. We about to blow. Caught him with that left, I leave him tapped out on the floor. Sounding itchy, sticky, switchy. Watch me bank a score. Up in the boat, I'm in the zone. Yeah.
Go to the fire to breath. King of the jungle and beat my chest. They say I'm posing a threat. Just like a plug and I'm cutting the net.
Ring on my finger, but yes. Like playing chess and I don't even sweat. That's what I call it finesse. That's what I call it finesse. Ain't no rivals, ain't no rivals. They can try, but they're never ever slowing me down. On arrival, this is my show. Crossing my heart, they know we are undefeated. That's why they call me undisputed. I'm ranking up another season. I've been up on my stats. Now would you look at that? I pop on with the jumper, then the adios. Gotta go. I'm the prima donna, make him do the most. Not enough, I'm just warming up. We up in the club. Oh.